Now.
Oh, fuck.
No, I wanted to say that I think I already told you. Yes, I did tell you that I listened to the Joe Budden podcast.
Okay.
I listened to...
Why you got to point the gun at me while you talking to me?
Because you need to know who I'm talking to. Okay?
All right.
I listened to the Joe Budden podcast. I listened to, I guess, 2 clips. I listened to one clip about him leaving.
Yeah.
And then I listened to another clip about him being critical of Charlamagne.
Okay.
Obviously, you know Charlamagne, my guy. I'm a very loyal friend.
That's
It clouds my objectivity at times. Mm-hmm. I'm more loyal than I am objective. That's just what it is.
Most people are, but at least you know
Exactly.
that.
So if you did some fucked up shit to somebody and then they punched you in the face,
That's their fault.
that's their fault.
That's how I feel.
Why'd you take it that way?
Yeah, exactly.
That's not how he meant it. Is that how you meant it?
Never.
He didn't mean it that way. And even if he did, you shouldn't have fucking felt that way.
Getting offended is a choice. You made a choice.
Bad choice. Okay? Break my other pointer finger. You know? So, I listened to the podcast. I gotta compliment Joe. I think I said this to you yesterday. Very engaging speaker.
Yes.
Passionate. Like, you're watching somebody give a press conference after, like, a brutal loss. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like Chris Paul, like they thought that he got like ripped off or whatever at the end of the game.
He's Draymond Green.
He's Draymond Green. It's like, it literally feels like when he's speaking, it was 2 seconds before the guy at Spotify took a shit on a glass table he was forced to be under. He's speaking with that much passion and fury about what's going on.
Okay.
So it's so encapsulating. Of course, you're listening. You're like, oh my God. It makes it feel like it's the craziest thing in the entire world. Mm-hmm. So I completely understand the passion. And my assumption is, again, I don't listen to the podcast, but my assumption is that that passion, when applied to, let's say, the hip hop world with like hip hop insight, is very engaging for hip hop fans. You know, it's like, this is where I get my hip hop news, and I'm getting from the craziest source. And by crazy, I mean the guy who says the shit he's not supposed to, and he just goes, oops, afterwards.
Yeah.
You know, like he leaks shit without even supposed to be leaking things, I'm assuming. Yes or no?
Not always, but maybe once in a blue he might.
Might once in a blue.
Yeah.
What I will say,
I just
go.
won't limit it just to hip hop fans because it's like, it's always interesting to hear someone who knows about any industry that you're not really familiar with. It's just like it's so interesting to listen to a Joe Rogan interview because you're hearing insight from somebody who knows what they're talking about.
Right. I would say his expertise is the music industry.
The music industry, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I meant.
Okay.
Just the music industry in general. And it's a rare occurrence that you have someone that has been on the inside, been maybe taken advantage of, and is now on the outside, not reliant, so he can speak freely about those people.
Yes.
Most people are either still dependent on the industry, so they're fucking frightened of saying anything, right?
Yeah.
Or they didn't get taken advantage of. They're still making tons of money.
I would even sort of kind of put you in that boat.
For sure. I think a lot of people relate us.
Yeah.
So in regards to like independent thinking and being independent and doing your own thing, absolutely. That being said, what I will say, my criticism of the podcast thing or the clip that I saw was that he has a fundamental misunderstanding of the business relationship. And I think his understanding is actually altruistic. In his thing, he's like, I know I signed a contract, but I did really good. So give me more. And then the person signing the contract with him is going, I signed you to that contract thinking you were going to do really good, and I would make all that more. That's what I'm doing. Now, I'm sure if Joe and them went to Spotify and his show underperformed, he's not giving back any of that money.
Nope.
He's not calling up Spotify like, yo, we fucked up. Here's some of the bag that you promised us because we underdelivered. So the Spotify's going, I'm not going to give you more of the bag for over-delivering. This was what we agreed was okay for these years. Now, of course, the maybe right human thing to do would be reward somebody who does really well. It's what I've done in my business. I believe I've done it with you, even without you asking. I think there's been times where I've come to you and I'd be like, yo, I really appreciate what you're doing. I've got more, you get more. You know?
You're very fair with me when you didn't have to be. Leverage-wise, you don't have to be.
Absolutely. But that's just me.
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, yo, Schulz, why didn't you run a podcast network? Why don't you have all these podcasts under you? I don't want to own people.
Yeah.
The way that Barstool makes money is he signs people, Portnoy signs people, and then the word abuse is bad because people are getting to do the right, whatever they want, but he makes way more money off of the content that they create than he's paying them.
And works them incredibly hard, and it's very cutthroat.
Absolutely.
That's what you
owners
sign
of
up for.
like owners of sports teams.
Absolutely. 100%. So, excuse me. So, that being said, it's not surprising to me that that's how this corporation operated because that's how corporations operate. So, in my eyes, I'm looking at this like, oh, you have a fundamental misunderstanding about how these corporations work. And it's shocking to me because you come from a field that is the most exploitive. Music is super exploitive.
Which he says.
So you shouldn't be so naive about the business that you're operating in. You don't become a $1 billion business by just throwing money all around.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like, I could be way more wealthy if I was way more cutthroat. I just don't want to live like that. I don't want to sign a bunch of podcasts and be like, this is how much you're making, and then blow them the fuck up and then keep all that. The only relationship that I want to have with a podcast is like we do with the advertising agency that I'm partner in, where I'll provide ads for you. You make as much money as you can possibly make. If you get more views, you get more money. We're just going to take our cut. And anytime you want to leave, I wish you the best. I don't want to own nobody.
And the cut is equal to or less than what other companies
Exactly. Probably less than. Probably best deal. So I guess what I would say about the Joe thing is, and I'm not educating on this because he fucking knows it. He's frustrated, I get it, but he knows it deep down. This is a guy who is familiar with the business. He knows he signed a deal, he outperformed the deal, and that is what it is. Now, generally speaking, when that deal is over, now you clobber him, now you hit him over the head. And it feels as if they didn't offer him a deal that is clobber time, hit him over the head. And he's in the worst time in history to make a negotiation with Spotify because they just got the biggest whale.
Yeah.
When you get the biggest
He got
whale,
Moby Dick.
you got Moby motherfucking Dick, bro. Like, this is the megalodon, right? Everything is underneath Rogan. So
I love you guys talking about Michelle Obama like that.
also that.
Oh, fuck.
Also that. I mean, like, they got Michelle.
Yeah.
They got Rogan. Once you get Rogan,
They got the biggest dick and the biggest pussy. They're covered.
I don't even know.
Not in a derogatory way. I mean, they got the guy, they got the girl. All demographics are covered.
There you go. Metaphorically speaking,
Yes.
that's a great ass point. I was a little terrified for a little minute, bro.
That's why I hopped in quick because I knew it was
You
dangerous.
gotta hop out. Michelle Obama grab you by each arm and tear you in half, bro. You better be careful.
Nah, she gonna Hulk smash me. I'm not.
Real
I don't
talk.
need that.
So, I guess what I'm saying is he's entering a negotiation year after the team just signed LeBron. After you sign LeBron, you can't ask for max money because you know you're not LeBron.
We used up the max slots over here.
Exactly. Spotify, just like any other company right now that's buying podcasts, is buying consumer confidence in podcasts on their platform. They want to be synonymous with podcasting, and they just bought the biggest or licensed the biggest podcast in history. They don't fundamentally need the Joe Budden show. Joe Budden can go wherever he wants. As far as I'm concerned, his fans are incredibly devout. They love the fucking show. Seems realistic, no?
Yeah.
And wherever he goes, I believe he'll have the same success. So he still has value to another company that wants to compete with Spotify. But he has no leverage with Spotify because what they're going is, okay, Joe Budden operates within a very like sizable but also niche audience. We just got the big whale. We can lose that little audience because the whale is bringing so much more.
And you're not gonna. Whoever he brought over, they're only a small percentage of them are leaving.
Yes.
So you have served your purpose for us. We're good. We got the fans we wanted to get. We got a little reputation. Now we're going at the number one spot. We got Rogan. Your fans might leave out of loyalty. We got more than what we wanted. Al, stop me if I'm wrong. I feel like he's trying to create this into like a race issue where I don't see that at all.
Yeah, he said something that was interesting. Like, this is systemic oppression or something. I think that's where like he starts to get into. I think that's why like that might be the reason why Joe is limited in his like mainstream appeal. Is he's incredibly knowledgeable and well spoken about one thing, and then outside of that, it all seems to kind of unravel a bit. Because when he started to talk about like business and that shit, anybody who's familiar with business, himself included, is going, what are you doing? This is you sound like a third grader here. This isn't real. What he's talking about when he was blaming on systemic oppression is not the case. Blaming it on systemic exploitation is the case. And guess what? No. Welcome to capitalism.
Yeah, and
capitalism is systemic exploitation by brand.
If you are trying to help your people, I don't think the solution is say, oh, this is racist. I signed a shitty deal and I can't throw a fit the way a white person would. No, anybody who signs a shitty deal, if it was my son, I would be like, yo, you got to serve that deal. You signed a shitty deal. If you're Joe Budden, you're smart enough to have lawyers look at the deal before you sign it.
Right.
You get a good entertainment lawyer, they will say, yo, you're getting fucked here. Joe, on the podcast early on, says Spotify doesn't know what they're doing. I'm the one with the expertise.
And that could be true.
Later on says, I helped craft the deal. So you want to pitch a fit over a deal you helped craft and blame that on systemic oppression? Obviously, systemic oppression is a problem. I feel like saying this is an example is a disservice to real systemic oppression. I think black people who are listening might be like, yo, that is fucked up. There are a lot of things that are fucked up about being black in America. Clearly. This ain't one of them. Before you sign a deal, you negotiate the terms that are favorable to you, particularly when you're the one with the knowledge. You got all the leverage. You can ass fuck them on a deal. That's the point of a negotiation. A negotiation is, in its fucking spirit, a win-lose proposition. Very rarely a win-win between two entities. And if you are in music, which is by its nature the most exploitative business, if you have the knowledge, you should be the one on the other end right now. So to put it on, oh, I couldn't pitch a fit because as a black man, I'm worried about, I believe that exists. But any race of person who signed a shitty deal, we got fucked on our MTV deals. That's what MTV does. They fuck you on your deal. So what do? You serve your deal, and then the next time you get a good-ass lawyer, and you
I would push back on that. About the MTV thing. I didn't get fucked. I got what I signed up to. To do, right?
Okay.
Like, so
by saying you got fucked in your deal, that's the same thing as what Joe's saying.
Okay, I lost a negotiation. That's what I would say.
And like what I would say is, I won the negotiation. So let's just clarify with the MTV deals. Back in the day with MTV, I signed an overall deal with them, and I think it was for $125,000, and it was a 1-year deal with 2 options, meaning they could option me for the next year and then the next year after that. And I think there was like a 5% bump on each year, 10% bump, whatever. What that meant is they could use me for whatever they wanted, and I couldn't do stuff outside of that deal.
So overall means they can use you for whatever they wanted.
I was referring to our first.
You cannot say no.
Right. Okay. Exactly. I think like, look, you could like prove that you can't because of health reasons, but for the most part, if we want you to do this, do it.
Yeah.
Now, I went into that deal understanding at a very like early age of social media that social media was the truth and that was the currency of the time. And I think I understood that maybe before a lot of people did. So in my mind, I was like, $125,000 going from making $0,000 a year doing comedy to $125,000. I was like, that's great money. They're going to work me bone dry. But one, I'm making great money. And 2, I'm going to build up my social media as much as I can so I can have some value, some leverage, some currency so I can sell out some clubs, etc. Now, while on that deal, I'm doing Guy Code, all these different things. I have 2 of my own shows. One of the shows was on MTV. It was a dating show where I did like 25 episodes. Okay? That's a lot of episodes. I got a bonus on top of my deal for $25,000. They're like, thank you for doing this extra show. They did the right thing. They were like, $25,000 is they didn't have to give me anything. I was contractually obligated to do that show. But they knew that they were going like a little above and beyond in terms of what they demanded of me. And they paid me a little bit extra. They didn't have to. If they didn't, I wouldn't have been upset. I signed that deal knowing full well what I could be in.
I was referring to the first contract we signed. I didn't do the overall. I passed on it. They offered me different terms than they offered you.
Right.
And I said no, and that's fine. But your point stands. But to your point about the bonus and doing the right thing, that was another beef I had with what Joe was upset with, which was he feels like he hit his numbers for the bonus. Spotify says they're not the right kind of numbers. Joe's like, what the fuck are you talking about? Numbers are numbers. He might be right. I also know for a fact a lot of times they are very specific about what numbers are important to them, and I would not be surprised if that's written into the contract. Numbers are you listen to this percentage of an episode, or you listen for this much time. That's what counts as a number. That's how you hit the bonus.
Right.
We're all on Facebook. If you want to monetize a Facebook video, they have to watch at least 1 minute of a 3-minute video.
Yep.
If your video is 2 minutes and 59 seconds and they watch 2 minutes and 59 seconds, it don't matter how long they watched.
Yep.
That's not monetizable. You know that going in. I would not be surprised if they told Joe in the contract, this is a stream, this is what it takes to hit your bonus.
Defined it,
and he's just like, well, I can't understand.
No, I think they probably defined it, and I think he was even saying that he worked to help define it. But I guess what I would say out of it, like even when it comes to that, like the nuance of the contract, you're going to know what you're going to want to do. But the takeaway from this is, and maybe Joe's amplifying this because it gives him more leverage going into the next deal that he's going to do, or he's bringing more attention to him. He's very good at like creating attention, right? But again, Joe has the people. There are certain people, when they leave the fucking home and garden network where they renovate the houses, when they leave that, they're not carrying that many people back to their own YouTube page.
Right.
Some lady that just hosts Top Chef, not even one of the chefs, just the host of it. They're not carrying many people. The host of Dancing with the Stars, if he leaves Dancing with the Stars, he's not carrying many people to his YouTube page. Joe still has his audience. So maybe he doesn't do his deal with Spotify, but he has the people. You could do a Patreon. You could go to Apple. You could do all these things. His criticism of Charlamagne was that they were fighting different battles, that Charlamagne is part of a network and Joe is an independent entity. Joe was part of Spotify. I imagine it was maybe a licensing deal. I'm not exactly sure what the deal was. But so it's different in terms of like Joe maybe owning his podcast. But when he was part of Spotify, it's no different than Charlotte being part of iHeart with the Breakfast Club. I think it's pretty the same. Excuse me. That being said, both things are okay. You can operate within mainstream media and do it very successfully. Charlamagne has done it, partnered up with these people. If you want to get to the top of your business and be at the top, at some point you are going to have to intertwine with mainstream media.
Joe Rogan did it.
Joe, right? Now, Joe went to the top maybe without mainstream media. Shit. Oh my God, he did. Wow, that's a good point. No, I'll push back. Where do we first learn about Joe Rogan?
Oh, NBC, Fear Factor.
Fear Factor, DuckTales
Radio,
or something like that. Yeah, News Radio. That they like.
DuckTales.
What was it? It was a show
cartoon
about.
With the
wasn't it a show about planes or some shit like that? He did Fear Factor, but like.
That's the only thing.
Wings? Do you think he was on Wings?
I think he was on Wings.
No,
wasn't
he wasn't.
Oh no, News Radio. Anyway.
I only know Fear Factor and UFC. That's it.
Yeah, but anyway, in UFC, so there are, it's not like Joe doesn't operate within mainstream things, and he has his completely own independent thing. And I think that's what we're starting to see. That might be the future, is you have your own independent thing that is yours, and then you do other projects within mainstream media, and you have all the leverage entering into those projects because you don't need them.
And if you go from one network, which is Complex, to another network, which is Spotify, there's nothing wrong with that. But you played it safe, so you're going to take a little bit of a hit on a contract. I think you might have said it in the car on the way over here. If you sign with a company, they're going to get more value out of you probably than you get out of them.
That's their whole purpose in signing you.
Yeah. Otherwise, it would be a pay-for-play deal, and then at that point, just do your own fucking thing. We're not going to sign you. This is not profitable for us. You have to be profitable. I just don't like putting it on systemic racism. Again, Al, let me know what I'm not getting. To me, any person, human being who is entering into a contract, you are both trying to get more value out of each other. That's what it is. Get a fucking entertainment lawyer if you're in the entertainment business. Whatever lawyer in your field, if you're in another field, and work out the terms that are most favorable toward you, closest to an equitable relationship. That's what it is.
Yep.
If it's a shitty deal, you serve it out.
Yeah. I think Drew said it right. It's more so systemic exploitation. And
which is capitalism.
And the only reason why I can see where he's coming from is the fact that he comes from the hip hop world where hip hop artists have been taken advantage of.
So here's where
probably even more than most pop artists. It seems like because of that, he probably views the world in that lens. He's like, look, I'm in music, black people get taken advantage of. Look, I'm in podcasting, that black people get taken advantage of. And then you see these wild numbers that Gimlet gets, that Joe Rogan gets, that all these other people get. So he's like, wait, why am I not valued the same way? So I can see where he's coming from, but I don't particularly think it's a racial thing.
You're not close to Rogan. You're like a speck of, you're like a single kernel of sand compared to the beach that is Joe Rogan. I don't think people.
He's not asking for Joe Rogan numbers. He's just saying like, hey, like I want to have the same energy that you put into getting a Rogan.
So
that
he doesn't have. Here's the thing, and then let's just put a button in this. I don't want. It's boring. So here's the thing. He doesn't have Joe Rogan reach. It's just the reality of the matter. Everybody on this planet knows who Joe Rogan is. The vast minority of people know who Joe Budden is. So you're going to get a very small percentage of that. I know to people who listen to him all the time, and within that world, he's famous. I remember when we were on Guy Code. Within the world of people that watched that show, we were famous.
Puerto Ricans in New York. Famous as fuck.
If you wore Jordans, you knew who the fuck I was. Outside of that world, completely anonymous. That is Budden. Joe Rogan is, if he walks around in the hood, people know Joe Rogan. If he walks around in bougie Upper East Side, people know Joe. He's ubiquitous. He's Marlon Brando.
I just want to say that it was a very compelling podcast.
Are we still talking about this?
No. I'm saying that we should actually do more of that because you are intertwined in entertainment and comedy and maybe lowering the veil and teaching people what's happening behind the scenes. It could go for an interesting discussion.
Yeah. No, look, I'm always down to have it. I just thought it was an important thing to discuss. We didn't have a Brilliant Idiots episode this week, so we couldn't really get that discussion out.
Yeah.
And yeah, but no, let's move on. What else we got going on? What else happened this week, Al?
Okay, so Trump told the ex-press secretary to go get piped down by Jim.
All right, Kim Jong-un. This
guy.
Nobody ever looked at Sarah Huckabee Sanders and hit on her. I don't know. She is alleging that she went to North Korea or something like that, and then Kim Jong-un saw her and then winked.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you know Sarah Huckabee Sanders, but like one of her eyes is more closed than the other one. Have you seen that? Like she's kind of like this.
Okay.
And I think he was just mimicking her. I don't think he was like hitting on her at all. Like I think he was just like, oh, that's interesting. And then like just kind of like went like that. And then she interpreted as hitting. And then he says the funny joke, which is you got to take one for your country. Clearly, he's not sending Sarah Huckabee Sanders over there to save America. There are many other thoughts you're going to send over to fucking North Korea to get the job done.
I mean, he kind of has a little bromance with Rodman. She's not far from Rodman.
So maybe he just likes them burly. He just likes them a little bigger. I don't think
you guys understand the level of white women, like how low it is for minorities to fuck them. Like it's like a 2.
Really?
I will fuck that.
Come on.
But he's the king or the emperor or the chosen one or whatever the fuck it is.
But how many white women walk around North Korea that he actually fuck?
That's a good point. This
is probably like some shit he's been dreaming of. They're just not allowed in his country.
That is a good point. But then he was educated in Switzerland, mad white people.
Yo, you think any of them fucked his little tiny ass?
Maybe.
Just
he's the North Korean fucking. That's like the most badass. That's like fucking a Yakuza.
Yeah, but come on, that's Kim Jong.
But you don't think
you ain't fucking no Unkuza.
Listen, there's a girl in the world right now that's fucking like the most badass kid in her neighborhood.
No, that's fair. That's fair.
So it's badass. You hate your dad. You're gonna fuck the bad boy to piss your dad off. You don't think there's a South Korean in that school? And she's like, oh fuck this.
Maybe he wanted another
piss
white
my
girl.
dad off and fuck the North Korean.
Throwback Thursday. Maybe he wanted another white girl. That was the one that was there.
Yeah,
here's my question.
Yeah.
Bitch, you can't take one for the team? This is U.S. North Korea. This is like a fucking heated thing. Yeah. Our country would be so much better off if you just blew this dude.
Yeah.
You all are all about America.
That's patriotism.
You should agree with that.
Yo, I believe that. I'd fuck a girl for America. I fuck
You fuck a dude for
Kim
America?
Jong-un's
How much,
sister?
Angela Merkel?
how much do you love America? You fucking a dude for America?
Nah, I'm not fucking a dude for America.
Wow.
I wouldn't fuck a dude for
That's
America.
sad.
Yo,
Anti-American.
actually, you know what's
That's
weird?
anti-American,
yo.
son.
I would
That's
jerk
sad.
Wow,
off.
son.
That's
I would
sad.
jerk off LeBron for his playing ability, right?
Okay.
Barstool posted that thing of me saying that. And it completely, 100%, I'm supportive of that because
I'm
he's
in.
a billionaire. You're basically,
Yeah, I'm
would you
in.
jerk off a guy for $1 billion, Al?
I'm in.
$4 billion, yeah.
$1 billion,
that's LeBron.
and you can fucking dunk. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, it's not just you're $1 billion, you're a nerd. You have LeBron's athletic ability.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
It's not everybody would do it.
Yeah.
Then I said I'd suck his dick, and nobody even asked. So I just like went above and beyond, and then I was like, chill, because I actually might have to meet LeBron. But I did tag him in the post. And Taco Tuesday. So that being said, what would you do for America? What would you do for your country? That's a great question. What would you do? Would you fuck a female leader for America?
yes.
You would.
Yeah. Would you fuck a dude for
That's the
America?
question.
That's the question.
I'm fucking the dude, or the dude is fucking me?
Dude is fucking you.
Yep.
What if it's Kim
Wow.
Jong-un?
Nope.
Wow.
That'd be
Treason.
much better.
That little ass dick.
Yeah, it'd be much better.
Come on, bro.
But I don't know.
Treasonous.
I know,
You're
man.
fucking-
This is supposed to be Patriot shows. Look at the flag behind you, yo.
Son.
You put that up there. That shit don't mean nothing.
You're,
to
not
you.
getting fucked in
You're
the
a
butt.
disgrace to America, son.
I'm honestly disappointed.
I'm not getting fucked in the butt. Figure it out. But why we got government?
Son.
Like, figure it out, bro. Isn't there a security
Son,
secretary
it's
or whatever?
World War III is about to happen. You could stop World War III with just one,
Son,
10 minutes of
It's
your
happening.
life.
Son.
World War III is happening.
10 minutes of your life. That's unbelievable.
Putin got his finger on a button. He's like, yo, if you don't send Andrew Schulz asshole over here right now, I'm pushing this shit. This whole shit is gone.
We're not
Really?
keeping it tight no
Really?
more. You can keep it tight.
Nah. We got defense systems for that.
Wow.
We got defense systems for that.
Wow.
Hundreds of thousands of lives at
Son,
risk. It
that's
means nothing to you.
crazy,
Nah, we got
yo.
defense systems for
American
that.
lives. Soldiers going to war because you won't fuck Putin.
No. I'll fuck Putin.
No,
Nah,
because you
won't
won't.
get fucked by
Get
Putin.
fucked by
Semantics.
Putin.
You see him with that bear,
You
son?
think it's
That's-
semantics?
That's a manly man right there.
No,
son.
hold on.
Semantics.
That's not semantics. Getting fucked and fucking are very different things.
They're both gay, dog. They're not that different.
Nah.
Son, to a gay
That's
person,
not gay.
that's semantics.
That's not
No.
gay. Yeah, that's right. Akaash gay. I forgot.
yeah,
That
yeah,
motherfucker is verse.
That
Yeah.
shit is, that's just a good night.
Nah, but to the
But you
regular
won't be
straight
gay
people
to
like
save
us,
lives,
you
yo.
cannot get fucked, bro.
I can't believe it, yo.
America wouldn't allow that. America wouldn't allow its chosen prince to get fucked in the ass by another country. You can't allow, like, that's just bad branding for America. Its chosen prince is getting fucked
I mean,
by
they
Putin.
might not tell people, but they'd allow it to happen.
Nah, they wouldn't allow it to
Son,
happen,
they
bro.
allowed The Rock to get corona. They're gonna allow
that's a good
you
ass-
to
Rock
get
ain't got
fucked.
no corona, bro.
Son,
That's a
the
good ass
whole-
There's
point,
no way
Joe.
he got
Family got
corona.
corona.
There's
That's
no
a good
way.
ass point,
There's
Joe.
no way.
I can't believe Andrew's not as patriotic as we thought.
Son,
Yeah.
I'm
That shit
surprised.
hurts.
That's how I knew that they were lying, bro,
Whoa.
about The Rock.
Why?
Because he ain't got no family.
What?
Does he have family?
Yeah.
He has a wife and 2 daughters. Way to get it off your asshole. That was good.
I can't believe it.
Yeah, I'm being serious.
This is so disappointing.
You would
know,
get
right?
fucked in the ass by a Pakistani to save India?
Absolutely.
Yes.
No fucking questions
That's
asked.
what you talking
With
about.
AIDS,
Indians.
I
That's
don't
what
give
you're
a
talking
fuck,
about.
yo.
Indians.
Pride right
With
there.
AIDS,
Indians.
bruh.
You see what a sellout this guy is? He won't even fight. This motherfucker won't even fight. He's
Son.
gonna take it in the ass
Hey.
from a Pakistani.
Yo.
And it probably ain't even a written contract or nothing. It's just some random guy in the street. Like, yo, we're gonna blow up India because I
Hey.
fuck you in the ass. You already got your pants around your ankles, bro.
I love my people. Where you at?
Yo, your people don't love
I
you if they're
love
gonna
my
let that
people.
happen. Your people don't love you if they're gonna let that happen.
Hey, bruh.
My people gonna stand behind me, not someone else's people.
How you think we got independence? We just sat there and took it. That's what I'm doing. I'm keeping the tradition alive.
Actually, that's a good ass point. Y'all would get fucked in the ass. Now, Americans, we don't negotiate with terrorists.
Nah, bro.
We don't.
That's
We don't
a-
negotiate with terrorists, and we damn for sure don't get butt fucked by them.
Wow. You find a loopholes in a hypothetical.
I think there was
to
some
not
butt
just
fucking
tell you
going
something.
on. In
loophole-
Guantanamo, there was some butt fucking going on.
But not us. We are butt fucking.
We don't know that.
We will fuck. We will fuck.
Yeah, and you would fuck Putin for America, but you wouldn't get fucked by Putin to save an
Of course
entire
not.
country.
It would be disrespectful to America. I
can't believe
First of all,
it,
first of all.
Can't believe
In
it,
what
yo.
world do we live in where Putin and Russia could even touch the gods, United States of America? We're the
conceivable one.
gods,
A
son.
pretty conceivable
Yeah.
one.
If you want to talk about China, that's a different discussion. But Putin and Russia ain't coming close.
Fine, China.
Oh, yeah.
Make it whoever. China.
Would I get fucked by China?
Yes.
In order to what?
Not China, a China. Would you get fucked by a China
to save
to
America?
save America?
Nah,
if
that's
you
not
don't
that's
do
un-American.
If you don't do it, the whole
it's
country.
un-American.
That's the equivalent to you wiping your ass every day with your finger.
Maybe, but it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's un-American. It's entirely un-American, bro. What you said earlier was despicable.
I'm about it, yo.
Yo.
I'm about it.
It was despicable.
Despicable to a traitor like you? That's fine with me.
Hey.
That's fine with me.
I ride with my country. We don't negotiate with terrorists.
Hey, you're not willing to ride it. Obviously, you won't ride it for your country.
Damn right I won't.
That's all we're asking you to do.
Damn right I won't.
Can't believe it, son.
I can't
believe it.
Indians right now are disgusted by you. Indians right now.
Yo, we should take this guy out for America, dog.
I
For
can't
America.
believe-
Y'all don't like that hat as a shield. I don't like using that hat as a shield, bro.
Nah, it's Sunset Riders out here, bro.
Waste the bullet, Al.
In all seriousness,
extra,
though,
don't worry.
I mean this sincerely.
Yeah.
Indians are disgusted by you. What you just said
tell you
is
something.
going around the airwaves in
tell you
India, and
something.
by that I mean there's just guys on top of a train yelling it, and they are
You know what they're saying?
disgusted
You know
by
what
you.
they're saying?
They're saying Akaash Singh is a sellout. He got buttifucky from Pakistani.
And what do you think your people are saying about you?
They say, yo, Schulz is American. He don't negotiate with no fucking terrorists.
Schulz gonna let us be Chinese for this fucking
Hey,
for his
hey,
asshole.
hey,
For one fuck.
Yeah.
And from an agent, they don't even have dicks. It's all pixelated.
You think a pixelated dick?
I don't get it.
Well, they're pixelated. They're not allowed to have dicks in their porn.
Yeah.
Oh,
they
I
don't
get
got
it
real
now.
dicks. It's
get it
not
now.
confirmed.
It's maybe not confirmed.
Okay.
I would if they didn't have dicks
There we
and
go.
it was just a mound of skin that they were thrusting up against my ass, it was like a Barbie just pounding the back, but nothing was penetrating, I still wouldn't let it happen.
Wow.
Because it's too submissive, and we're America, we do not submit to any fucking
That's
country.
okay. You
He's
finna
kind of
submit.
winning me over.
Y'all submit.
He's kind of
submit.
winning me over right
Y'all
now.
submit.
submit.
I mean, hey, are we American? Do we
Son,
submit?
we don't submit.
We don't
Son.
submit.
Yeah.
You
Finna
out
submit.
here getting buck fucked all willy nilly.
I love my country.
Who wants some peace?
I love
Here's
my
this
country.
ass.
Yeah, you can get a
want
piece.
Some peace?
You want some
Here's
peace? You
this
can get a
ass.
piece.
Why don't you go fix up what's happening to Israel and Palestine? Let them both
'Cause I don't
fuck you
give
in
a
your
fuck
ass.
about them.
Make some hummus out of that
I don't
doodle
give a
hole.
fuck about them. I'm about India, yo.
Nah.
To save
You
India from evil.
Would get
From evil, yo.
fucked by anybody.
I save
Yo,
India from
now
evil,
I'm
yo.
starting to think about it. He just wants to get fucked. This is a convenient
You don't think
excuse.
I can get dick?
No.
That's more offensive than calling me a sellout.
No.
Al will fuck me tonight, probably,
No.
if I got
Right
a couple drinks in him.
Al, you would fuck him?
Some half Asian, Indian, half black.
No, he's saying you would fuck him.
Yeah, he gonna give birth.
All I'm trying to say is,
So, you know how good I am at
sellout,
getting
yo.
people
all I'm
pregnant?
trying to
Traitor,
say
yo.
is, bro,
Benedict Arnold, you won't just bend over and get the dick.
bro, let me tell you something, dog.
Whew.
India right now,
America disgusted by you, son.
listen, you're a disgrace.
Son.
Hey, that should be killing him in his core whenever I say that. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
They are literally
Yeah.
talking about what a disgrace you are.
They love me. My people love me.
Yo, don't try to come
people
over the top.
love me.
Don't try to come over the top.
It's a fact. Yo, ain't no over the top to go.
Right now,
I'm a hero, son. I'm a martyr.
Right now,
I'm a martyr. I'm like Jesus, but instead of a cross, it's a wood going in my asshole.
listen.
For my people. For my people.
That was graphic.
For my people.
Son, it was super graphic.
For my people.
Yo, all I gotta say is, bro,
Y'all get to go to heaven because I didn't let you get taken over by an evil ass country of devils.
Because you don't have enough confidence.
You
in your
willing to let
people.
that shit happen.
You don't have enough confidence in people to fight for themselves.
That's not the hypothetical.
No.
The hypothetical
You don't have enough
is,
confidence in your
see,
people
you
to fight for
finding loopholes
themselves.
in the hypothetical because you
Listen,
don't love your country.
You don't have enough confidence
You
that your
finding
people can
loopholes
fight.
to mask your love.
You don't know what?
You finding loopholes to mask your treacherousness, your traitorousness.
No, mask my love.
Yeah, I fucked that up.
You did fuck
finding
that up.
loopholes
I
to
knew you
mask your
fucked that up. Too
treacherousness.
busy thinking about dick going in your butt.
Stupid.
You better watch out, bro. I saw you going for Al. I had to protect him because that's my American brother. And I got his back.
Let's
I'm not going to
go.
bend over and let you shoot a fucking nerf in your butt. Hey, bro. Hey, dog. Hey, why don't we end this war right now by you letting me stuff this gun up your fucking ass? Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's end this
Hey.
nerf battle. Just bend over. I'll spit on the tip of this and I'll just shove it right up your ass.
Hey, I don't care about my freedom. I care about India. That's what I care about.
Listen,
India, son.
listen.
You don't even care about America, dog.
Listen, I do
Take
care
that
about America.
fucking flag
So much,
down, son.
so much.
Take that flag down if you're not willing to.
I'll take that flag down. You can use it to dab your asshole while it bleeds Pakistani dick juice.
Hey, to save my people, yo. To save my people. To save my people,
listen,
yo.
you're not saving your people. Let them save themselves. You don't got no confidence in
That's
your
not
people.
the hypothetical.
You don't got no confidence?
That's not the hypothetical. The
What?
hypothetical is
Tell them
they
tie
get
their
taken
sandals
over.
extra tight.
They get taken over. They get taken over.
Tell them tie their shit
We don't got to.
extra
It's
tight.
flip flops. That's y'all that do
Say
strap
what?
sandals.
Say what?
Y'all do strap
Y'all
sandals. We
should do some
flip-flops.
strap sandals. Y'all figure that shit out.
I don't know what that means.
Neither do I.
Okay. Well, listen. The hypothetical is you
Listen,
save America.
what's the celebration when an Indian gets their first pair of sandals? Like, what is that like?
That's usually they come out the womb with them shits.
I'll shoot the fucking
guys.
shit out of you, son.
Come on.
All right.
Peace.
Can we do peace without you getting butt fucked, please? Loser.
We should have a nice peaceful message that promotes peace.
Okay. What is the next topic so that we can go somewhere? Because Akaash really just did admit he's willing to get butt fucked for peace.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
hypothetically.
that's a bit much.
Yo, you know what's pussy?
What's up?
You just getting butt fucked for peace. You're not getting butt fucked.
No,
and then
to
you
save my country.
No.
To save my country.
And then what happens next week? They could try to butt fuck you again, and you're just gonna be the butt fuck
No,
guy.
the hypothetical is one time.
He's just a butt fuck guy. They're like,
one time.
Pakistani's acting up again. Hey, Akaash, go throw your asshole out there so you can get butt fucked.
Nah, it's a one-time
Come
deal.
on,
And then
bro,
we say,
come
you
on,
adding
son.
on to the hypothetical
Yo,
to mask
you're
your
adding.
lack of patriotism.
Son, I'm so
You
patriotic.
Trump of this.
I'm so
You know
patriotic.
Trump be acting like he knows the Bible and he don't? You act like you love America and
What's
you
your
don't.
favorite verse?
Ooh.
Son,
What's your
Matthew
favorite?
6. Suck my
Matthew
dick,
6.
yo.
Matthew 6 is a
Oh,
good one.
Matthew 6.
That's a good one. Son, hey, bro, I'll give you that, man. Matthew 6 is pretty good.
What's it?
What?
What's it say?
Something about the snake on a apple is bad. If you eat it, then you got to wear clothes or something.
Yo, you don't love this country.
Look, point is, I love this country so much that I'm upholding the values, and we will never negotiate with terrorists. Never. Okay? We
finna
go in
lose.
there and we headshot them. Soom, soom.
No, that's the hypothetical is
Honestly,
you lose.
let me show you how we headshot
You
them.
lose.
Let me
You
show.
lose.
Let me show how we take down
Let's
these
go.
Browns.
Let's go.
Let me show you how
Let's
we take.
go. Let's go.
Yo, let me show you. Yo,
go.
get that out the way. Get that out the way,
go.
son. Look, I'm about to shoot you in the head while you're on a carpet. That's how Osama got taken down.
Come on, the sword fight over here. Let's go.
Sorry, I got horny. Look,
All right.
All right. All right.
reality is, I think that we could both agree
You don't love your country?
that you think your country's pathetic and they can't stand up for
Hey,
themselves. And
hypothetical.
Indians, I just want to let you know, I don't think that of y'all. I think you're proud. I think especially Punjabis, y'all are about that warrior shit. You know what I mean? But notice these Hindus just want to bent over and get fucked.
Come on, son.
What?
Wrap it up.
All right, sorry. Moving on. Next topic. Go. Next topic.
Can we take a pee
Al,
break?
Take us. Yes, go.
Let's take a pee break.
Yeah.
This is the least we've ever gotten accomplished before a pee break.
Hey, chick. Chill. All right, and we're back. Yo, Al, let's take a little pee break. We're back. By the way, Mark Gagnon isn't here. He's down there in Florida getting married. Akaash is going to be there because unfortunately there's no butt fucking happening. He can't save his country through a butt fuck.
Yo.
Sloppy old butt fuck.
Hey, I love my country, yo. You don't.
Your country is America.
Oh, God. We back.
Your country is America. And America does not negotiate with
Don't
terrorists.
tell me what my country is, yo.
Yo, your
tell me what
country
my
is
country-
America,
don't tell me
but
what
it's also
fucking
India.
country is.
But it's also India. But it's also America. And we do not negotiate with terrorists. And neither does India.
Black Lives Matter, guys.
Black lives do matter, Al.
Oh, shit. Got him, yo.
Caught me on the lips, son. Headshot.
Got him, yo.
That was a good shot.
They do. They do matter. We might have to cut that.
Yeah.
I got a little triggered when you said that, dude. Okay.
Oh, my God.
But, all right, in all seriousness, we back. We have a very interesting story. Akaash thinks he's slick. He got this Nerf gun on his hip. He's trying to shoot me without me noticing. So we got a very interesting story. Ashton Kutcher. I don't know if y'all know who Ashton Kutcher is. He's the guy from Dude, Where's My Car? He's the guy from that 70s show. He's the guy from other things.
He's the guy who ruined 2.5 Men, or whatever the show was called.
He's the guy that ruined 2.5 Men. How you couldn't be better than someone with AIDS? Yo, just not having AIDS alone should make you better.
Yeah, that's a fact.
Guy couldn't even replace the AIDS guy.
Yeah.
How this other dude was addicted to crack.
He was a wild boy.
He was a wild boy, but he was addicted to crack. He was fucking hookers all the time.
Yeah.
And he still was better at the job than the guy who was not addicted to crack, didn't have AIDS, and wasn't fucking hookers?
Unbelievable.
Tiger blood.
It's that tiger blood, bro.
Yeah.
Anyway, Ashton Kutcher, trash. Shout out to Ashton Kutcher, though. I got into some clubs in France when I was younger because of Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, yeah.
We just told the motherfucker at the door I was Ashton Kutcher. Apparently, we looked similar back in the day, but no longer. So Ashton Kutcher did a face-to-camera video where he got emotional talking about Black Lives Matter. Al, can you just play the end of that video?
So when it comes to Black Lives Matter, I think what folks that are writing All Lives Matter need to understand is that for some people, Black lives don't matter at all.
Oh, man.
So for us, Black lives matter.
All right. Al, take it away.
Oh, ow.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I mean, that
What's
was
the
just
verdict?
a lot of performative bullshit. But what I've come to learn is that he actually is down for the cause, that he does do a lot
really?
of good, more stuff with human trafficking, but he has devoted a lot of his time.
Black human trafficking?
Nah, just human trafficking in general. But I mean, if you devote your time for
That sounds
a
like
good
all
cause,
lives matter to me.
That does sound like all lives matter, bro.
What you saving, Russian bitches?
Oh, that actually is their cause.
Yes. That's what I was saying. Did we include that in the
yeah,
episode?
that was on Flagrant, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we did include the episode.
Yeah.
But anyway, that's the all lives matter people, what they focus on, so they don't have to Black Lives Matter. What about the kids being trafficked?
So he's playing both sides. Smart guy.
Smart guy. Now, Robbie brought up an interesting point yesterday. It's like, has he ever even been in a movie with a black person? And outside the Bernie Mac one, remember where like
he had a black
chick, whatever like that. I don't think there's been any black people.
He had a black girlfriend for like 2 episodes on that 70s show.
He did?
Yeah.
And they wrote that bitch off real quick.
Oh, yeah.
Her life ain't matter. So here's this guy who's crying over Black Lives Matter, but seemingly has not made any efforts to include people of color in his projects throughout his career.
Who are the black guys on Punk'd? That's a show he had control of, creative control.
Mm-hmm. Who are the black people in the Steve Jobs movie that he made that sucked?
None? I can recall. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, that might be accurate. Were there a lot of black people at Apple back in the day?
Probably not. Who knows? Black people didn't become nerds until recently.
Yeah.
Black people weren't allowed to be nerds back in the day.
Yeah, shouts to Hannibal.
Yeah, Hannibal really paved the way. Yo, Urkel, Hannibal, they paved the way for blacks.
Nah, but Urkel didn't because he got made fun of, but he was only cool when he was
Stefan.
He thugged it out so that so many blacks could be nerds now. Without without Urkel, there would not be so many black nerds today. It would not be acceptable. There would be no Kid Cudi if it wasn't for Urkel.
That's true. That's a fact.
Come on, son. Black people, let's have this discussion. Without Urkel, is there a black movement, a black nerd movement at all? Did he walk so that black nerds could run?
To a computer.
To a computer on Fortnite. And just when they started becoming nerds, all of a sudden being like a gamer's cool.
That's what they do.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Have black people coolify shit. Have black people getting into gaming, has that made gaming all of a sudden cool? Because gamers, we all played video games back in the day, but if you called yourself a gamer, that was some loser ass shit, bro.
Corny.
Like, we were not gamers. We were like, nah, I play FIFA.
Yeah, I play sports games.
2K.
I play sports games.
I play Madden.
Yeah.
I ain't here playing Doom.
I play GoldenEye.
That was a great game. That was an amazing game.
Awesome fucking game. So the son of the world's best basketball player just joined a professional gaming scene.
Yo, so Bronny joined FaZe Clan?
Yeah.
Do you know what that is, or FaZe Clan?
Nah, I'm not with the nerds.
I don't know that shit.
Yo, the young people is not even nerdy. It's just like, I think it's how they grew up also, because their parents didn't let them go outside. So this is how you interact with people. We would fucking be home before it's dark. That's it.
Yeah, also, our games were trash. That's another thing. Like, we weren't better. Our games were just more boring. Like, if we had these games where you could live dynamically within the game. Remember when what's that game came out with Resident Evil? Y'all remember when that game came out?
I didn't play it.
I was locked in for hours playing that shit. I was
didn't.
like, I'm in a movie.
But I mean, GoldenEye would keep
Only
you in
one
for
that did it.
hours.
GoldenEye
was the
But it
only
was-
non-sports game that locked me up.
But it was still
Metal
you had
Gear
to-
Solid.
You had to
Didn't
be
do it.
there with friends though.
It was cool to do with friends when you did the competitive shit.
Yeah.
Same thing that happened with the Mario Kart.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where you could do the battle stuff.
Yeah,
That was
yeah.
all. Any game where you could compete, it's easy. It's no different than playing one-on-one in a park, right?
Yeah.
It's not even video games. If you're competing, it's just another form
Right.
of competition. We might as
Right.
well be running straight for 40 yards. Same shit, right? But when you play the game by yourself, once these games entered movie realm, meaning like you're a character in this universe and you could do whatever you want, you have complete autonomy, that shit took gaming to a whole different level, bro. In my opinion, that's when kids got lost in the games for the average kid, not the super nerd. The average kid started getting lost in the game for 6 hours.
But aren't the most popular games right now are the multiplayer games? It's just that they're playing them online so they don't have to leave their house.
I think you're right when it comes to like Fortnite, that kind of
Yeah.
shit. But they also got that game where it's like Grand Theft Auto, but on horseback. You guys have seen that one?
Assassin's Creed.
No, not Assassin's Creed. That one was fire too. It's essentially Grand Theft Auto, but you're in like the Wild West. I forget the exact name of it, but that was a super popular game. All I'm saying is the games have gotten so dynamic, the gaming has gotten so much better that I understand why these kids are doing that. We're watching TRL because we're tired of playing fucking Madden. Yeah, Madden will get boring after a while. When you are in an ever-expanding world that you can exist in for fucking 40, 60 hours and do new things every single time, of course you're not going to watch the rerun of the music video that's on at 3 o'clock. I completely understand why these kids are way more into the gaming.
Yeah.
And also the fact that they can do the online competition shit, you just expand the people you can game with. Back in the day, you had to call your homie, yo, can you come over and we can play Madden? And you knew you were better than your homie at Madden, 3 games, it was interesting, and then it was over.
Yep.
Play your little brother, you wash his ass, boring. I'm just saying, the world that these kids exist in, way more interesting gaming than real life. If you're a 14-year-old kid, what can you do in real life? You're not getting no pussy. Porn isn't even interesting to you because you've had it since you're fucking 10 probably.
Yeah.
What is the most interesting thing that you could possibly do?
Yeah, I guess it's video
It
games.
was just play
Man, when I was a
outside.
kid, it was just riding bikes. Yeah, just
just
like
play
going wherever
outside.
the fuck you
So
go.
imagine, okay, instead of riding a bike, you get a fucking Formula One simulator
Yeah.
and it feels like you're in the fucking car.
Yeah.
Might as well do that shit.
Word.
I'm just saying, we love to do that on like some like old head thing. We're like, yeah, you kids don't even go outside anymore because inside is lit. Like inside was not lit back in the day.
Nah, you still gotta force them outside. That's the thing.
Say again?
You still gotta force them outside. I get this is lit, but I promise it's better outside.
Yo, outside was so dope compared to inside for us growing up that we had curfew.
Yeah.
That means we wanted to be outside so long, our parents were like, nah, you got to come back inside.
Yeah.
You don't got to give these kids curfew.
Yeah.
Today, literally any kid with like a gaming set, I bet you could say you could stay out until whatever hour you want. They're back at 7:30 to be part of Faze Clan's gaming system, this, that, the other. Or a gaming competition. This is a new game,
Speaking
bro.
of immersive shit, it's actually going on right now. They're holding Burning Man this year.
Yeah, in the
Virtually,
multiverse.
yeah. And
Did you check it out yet?
Not yet, but
Have you?
I just reminded myself, and so it's on the Oculus and shit like that. So if you have one of those virtual 3D sets, or 360 sets,
I want to do it. I want to take it to Orlando this weekend.
yeah, I'm gonna bring mine.
You are going to bring
Yeah,
yours. Fuck. Should I tell my girl to bring it?
So bring it, get some shrooms. Let's go.
Yo.
So let's go.
Now might be the time. So obviously anybody listening, you're probably familiar with the Burning Man exploits that Al and I have gone to. What they've done is, because Burning Man can't happen this year, obviously because of COVID, they've created, I believe, this is what they're saying, a digital Burning Man.
Yeah.
That has digital, no different than, I guess, a video game where you get to operate, walk around, create your avatar. You can go to these music tents. You can go to other stuff. I'm excited to like explore and find the hidden shit.
Yeah.
And now you don't got to walk and pee. It's like all the worst parts of Burning Man aren't even there.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
having a bike everywhere and everything.
It's still, but that was part of the fun though. I kind of like that bike shit.
It
a
is
little
until
bit.
it's
Until
like
it was
5 in
hot.
the.
Yeah.
It sounds like the
6 in
exact
the morning.
outside-inside conversation you just had, where it's like, we loved outside because inside wasn't so dope.
Yeah.
Inside is real dope right now. Burning Man digitally seems dope, so you might just be like, no, I don't need to walk.
Also now, like we can't get no pussy because we're out here with relationships.
Yeah.
I'm cool with indoor Burning Man. I'm cool with the multiverse. You know what I'm saying? I think we were willing to go out to the middle of the desert because like some pussy might fall in my lap in the middle of the desert.
It might just fall like
You
some
never
sand.
know what could happen. That's a fact, man. Maybe one day we'll get you, Akaash, come out to Burning Man.
Maybe.
Maybe. That's a no.
Yeah. That's
Akaash not ready
I
for
know.
it. Akaash not ready.
Nah, I don't think he would want to go.
Doesn't really seem appealing to me, but if you're out there, maybe you're really into it.
Yeah.
I don't. You weren't hyped about it before you went.
Yeah, I was.
He knew about it before all this.
Yeah.
Alex been in like weird circles.
Yeah. I
Like,
just like
you-
to explore. Because you get one life. Try everything while you're here.
Nah,
Fuck it.
I disagree.
What do you mean?
Try
One
everything
life?
but dick.
Come on, I got mad lives. I'll get that shit next time.
Oh, see,
I'll
that's
catch that
different.
shit next time around.
And you willing to get butt fucked in this? Yo, this guy is a wild boy,
actually,
bro.
you know what? Then you could just erase it. Start over. Oop, I never got butt fucked now.
So can all the people in India. They coming right back.
But you know what?
Blow them up.
But
If I 100% knew that we were all coming back, tick, tick, boom, let's
you know
go.
what's
Run
gonna
it
be
back.
ill? Reading about myself in Indian history books in the next life, being like, oh, that's the guy who saved our country.
You don't get to
know
come
you
back
knew.
and see it.
Yeah.
That's me.
No, it
I'm gonna
isn't.
know on some level.
You not gonna know. So who were you last life?
Hey, not somebody who butt fucked to save a country.
Dummy. That might
somebody-
be who you were.
Exactly.
And that might be why you so willing.
Maybe I go straight to heaven. Maybe you.
Maybe your
like,
heaven
think of all
is
the
getting butt
lives I
fucked by
saved.
Muslims.
Think of all the lives I saved.
Oh man,
Billions of lives I saved.
Son, you know
Anybody
what?
else know billions of lives saved?
You gonna
for
go?
one person?
You gonna go to heaven?
I saved as many lives as Jesus, probably. If I
You
save
gonna-
a billion.
that's blasphemy, son. Shit.
No,
Yeah,
no,
a
no,
billion?
no. Listen,
A
it might
Unless
be
you're talking
true.
about white Jesus, not
a
black Jesus. though.
billion.
He might go to heaven as one of the 72 virgins that a Muslim terrorist has to fuck. That's what your heaven is. Your asshole is a virgin, and
man.
as far as I'm concerned, and you are gonna go and get fucking pounded. You're gonna get pounded right
tell you
there. I
something.
see.
Yeah, I know.
Let me
I see you. That shit triggered him. That shit got him again. Got him again.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah. That's your heaven. That's what
as
you
far
love.
as you're concerned,
La
you're not concerned
la
enough.
Maricia.
That is
that
Lion
Muslim?
King.
What?
You just did Lion
That's
King.
not Arabic?
That's Lion King.
That's probably Arabic. La khalamalanya Dubai. Yo, shouts to Dubai and Israel.
Why would they do?
Why?
They're like friends now. United Arab Emirates and Israel now recognize each other.
What happened?
Well, they never. I think United Arab
I
Emirates
did
never
hear that.
recognized Israel in the past,
Yeah.
and now they're like starting to do it. It's funny,
Why?
yo. Countries are mad petty. There's mad countries in the world that just go,
Don't know.
Israel ain't a country.
Yeah.
Like the whole shit is there. They got the foundations, they got the embassies, all that stuff, and there are countries that literally just do not recognize it.
Ain't that kind of what we did though?
With what?
Palestine ain't a country. Just go set up some other shit.
Wait, Palestine is a country, ain't it?
But isn't that what we did with Israel? Weren't we just like, yeah, they, just put up your own shit. Well, they'll figure it out.
I think we introduced the ideas of countries to that whole region. Before that, they were just kind of like tribes rolling around, chilling. And then some British people went over there and they were just carved that whole shit up. Same thing in
Yeah,
Africa.
When you said
Wait, hold on.
we,
You said
I was
we
like,
is British?
who the fuck we
Wait,
you
we's not
talking
American
about?
anymore.
You blasphemous motherfucker, son.
Wow, you're not even American no more. You're not even American no more,
pride.
yo.
Now we
Wow.
is British.
Yeah, who
son?
really loves their
Son,
country?
we is British, son. That's where we going.
Yo, you should
That's where we
honestly
going.
cap yourself, yo.
Nah, you should shoot yourself.
Yo,
You shoot yourself for that
yo,
one, son.
let-
That was foul.
don't ever forget us whites stick together, bro.
That was foul, son.
I couldn't believe it, dog.
What?
Yo, this is the least patriotic I ever seen Andrew, bro. British? You British, dog?
Son, I'm half British, bro. My mom is born in. If I'm more British than you are Indian.
Whoa.
How's that?
I'm more British than you
Now
are
the-
Indian.
now the gun is raised.
Nah.
Now the
When
gun
you
is raised.
really think about it,
Okay.
when did your moms come to America?
1970?
How old was she?
14?
Exactly.
What about your dad?
She American.
What about your dad?
My dad came here when he was 6. My mom came here when she was in her 20s. When you put it together, I'm more
My dad came here when
Indian
24.
than you.
My dad came here.
I'm more Indian than you.
Yeah, because you British.
Hey, bro.
Because you British.
I'm more Indian than
British,
you.
motherfucker.
Because when my mom came here, what was India part of? Britain.
No, not at all.
Yup.
When did your mom come here?
Yup.
When did your mom come here?
Right before. Yup. So Al just rolled his eyes at me. Hey, literally, this is very interesting. There's no such thing as India. India is part of Great Britain.
Oh my God.
Okay? India is part of Great Britain at that time that my mom was in Great Britain. I'm Indian and more Indian than you.
You don't even know what year you're talking about.
Say what?
You don't even know what year you're talking about.
1900s. Look it up.
1900s, look it up.
It's all feelings, no fact. That's what we
I'm just saying.
Nah.
I'm more Indian than you, and more British, and more American. Still not getting fucked in my twink.
But you about to be more Chinese.
Why is
All of
that?
America about to be more Chinese because you're not willing to get fucked one time.
Nah, it's not gonna happen.
One
What else
time.
do we have to talk about? I'm tired of this.
So OnlyFans is getting out of hand.
Yo, yeah, what is that?
So
yeah.
we talked about that
Bella Thorne,
Bella
me.
Thorne chick. She fucked up the game for all these hoes out here. Now you got porn stars having gender reveals. So Jessa Rhodes
Oh yeah.
encouraged guys to sign up to her OnlyFans so they can find out the gender of her child.
Why? If
This shit is getting out of hand. So.
okay, so let's explain this because we got to hit up Jessa about this. I'm a DMer. Jessa's wild. She went like completely right wing, like conspiracy theory, like all
fuck
in.
this bitch.
Like if you want to look at what I'm talking about, how like the right wing folks are doing the child sex traffic thing and they're anti Black Lives Matter, like that's the way they compensate.
Yeah.
She is the perfect example. Every other post is anti Black Lives Matter. The next one is like believe Sophie or whatever this girl is. There's something trending. Have you seen that video?
No, but she probably got fucked by a lot of black dudes, right? So like
She got black.
she's an ally. I mean, don't that make you an ally at a certain point?
Or she knows something we don't know.
Oh shit.
Whoa.
All right.
Anyway, so point is, she is pushing people to sign up to her Patreon. Not Patreon, OnlyFans. Essentially the same shit.
Poor Patreon.
Poor Patreon. And whore Patreon.
Poor Patreon.
Or Patreon.
Whore Patreon. So, would you, if you're into Jessa Rhodes, as a porn star, as someone who gets fucked, want to sign up to her OnlyFans to see the gender of her child?
I don't think I even want to see if I had like a favorite porn star, I don't even think I'd want to see her as a human being. Like the more human thing she does,
This guy
I'm
is
out.
wild. son.
like I don't want to know you're a person. You are a thing that gets fucked.
What are we going to do with him, yo?
This guy is
What are we going to do with him,
son.
yo? What are we
You
going
are
to do
a
with him,
thing
yo?
that
He
gets
believes it too. Like,
How are we
he
going to
says
go
it with
anywhere?
Full
How are we going to
conviction.
go anywhere with this? We can't keep bringing him nowhere, bro. We can't bring him nowhere.
What did I say that's so out of line? What did I say? You want to know your porn star got fucking kids to drop off at daycare?
Oh my god.
She got a fucking chore list for her family. I don't want to know none of this human shit about you, bitch. Get fucked on my laptop. You should not exist outside of my laptop as far as I'm concerned. In my life, you exist on this screen with retina display.
That's
That's
like,
the only way
that's
I
a
should
triple
ever
down
see
right there.
It's retina display. What am I saying that's so crazy?
That's more than double down. That is
Son,
triple down.
I watch you get fucking thrown through fucking, what is it? Nate said it's just, you're just watching bitches get thrown through plate glass windows at some point. Like they're just getting abused, getting treated like shit. And I gotta humanize you now? I'm gonna watch your gender reveal and then go watch you get fucked as soon as the baby's born? I'm gonna be thinking like, yo, that's somebody's mom.
Yo, who is going to do the birth on OnlyFans?
Ooh.
What?
That would be lit. I would pay for that. Watch the birth. See a baby just fucking walk right out of that big old porn star pussy. Got Timberlands on, a backpack. He's carrying the placenta out himself. Yo, this need to come out too, right? Yo.
Why he got Tim's on?
I don't know. He was black, so I guess that's what happened. That's what happens when you get blacked, bro. Come out with Tim's a backwood.
Nah, but real talk, I'm kind of coming around on that pregnancy shit.
Oh, the pregnancy porn?
Yeah.
You started watching
I didn't
it?
watch one, but I've been looking at Shorty's pictures. Adam 22's girl's pic. She's alright.
Yo, she reposted. You saw?
Oh, nah.
Yeah, she reposted a clip. She's like, finally, someone gets it. And we're like, I don't know if we got it, really. I think we were still debating it. I don't know if it was 100% confirmed.
Nah,
Adam hit me, though.
She got me.
So Adam hit me. Adam got a fucking... This guy got the most brilliant ideas that are around porn. They're going to do an OnlyFans interview show. Him and his girl interview the porn star, and then she gets fucked.
Obviously. On
the OnlyFans.
Wow.
And he's already interviewing these fucking retard porn stars on his show, so he knows how to talk to idiots. And he's good at it. He's actually good at talking to these idiots. Yeah. And then you actually get to see them do the thing that you're watching the interview for in the first place. Yeah. And it's only on OnlyFans. And all these porn stars have what, Akaash? OnlyFans accounts. Okay. They bring their OnlyFans to your OnlyFans.
It's brilliant.
The guy is sharp.
It's brilliant.
The guy is sharp.
It's brilliant.
Also, he said that she's only been fucked on camera by him. And the 6 dude thing that Act was saying about it, he was like, nah, he's a fucking idiot. That never happened. That's what he said. Who knows? You seen the video?
No. But I mean.
Anyway, it's a kind of interesting thing,
It's a brilliant idea. Well, I mean, I don't know why you want to watch a fucking interview. Just fast forward to the end, but
that's a good ass point, bro. Like, hey, dog, why don't you just do porn, bro?
But it's kind of like Cast the Couch.
Oh, I love that part. The interview's my favorite part.
That's kind of what it's gonna be.
It should be. Oh, this is good. If the interview goes really well, or so there's stakes.
Yeah.
If the interview goes really well, like she doesn't start crying. You know these porn stars, you ask them real questions and out of nowhere they just start fucking tearing up.
That's why you can't humanize them, man.
Jesus, Akaash.
How you gonna jerk off to that later?
So this guy.
How you gonna jerk off to that after?
Oh God.
I don't know what.
She talking about her childhood trauma.
Come on,
and then you gonna fucking jerk off to it later?
Give me more fucking bullets. I need more bullets. I need to shoot him.
Don't give him no fucking bullets.
I need to shoot him for the sake of this podcast.
I'm good.
I got 3 left. Don't you fucking dare.
I need to shoot him every time he goes off the rails.
Yeah.
We have all these. We have all these brand new female listeners. All these female listeners came in now that they can't listen to Chris D'Elia. Numbers through the roof, and Akaash doing everything in his power to send them the fuck away.
I'm not saying women aren't human beings. I'm saying I don't want to see a porn star talk about her trauma and then jerk off to it. I'll feel fucking guilty.
What part you jerk off to?
Women, take off your training bras and just stuff it in your ear so you don't hear the shit.
Hold on.
He's talking about the D'Elia fans. D'Elia fans. Oh my God.
We go for it, right? Let's go.
Training bras. I thought you were talking about sports bras, and I was like, hold on, Al, I don't know if you know what you're saying. And then that was what you were saying.
Yeah.
God bless you. God bless you. All right, Al, what else we got, man?
Nah, but back to, you finished it. You were making a point about the interviewing the hoes. How it's a good idea.
Oh, it's just a brilliant business idea because you keep cross-pollinating with different fan bases, and it's all based around people who want to watch fucking and that are interested enough in these girls' lives where like they're invested in these OnlyFans. If you're investing in a girl's OnlyFans, you are invested in their life because you could see her naked or close to naked on Instagram or on YouPorn. So if you're paying the extra money, you're invested in those girls' lives. Of course, you're going to pay that extra money to go see him on this interview show because you get more of her life. Mm-hmm. I mean, how many different ways can you watch a girl get fucked? It should be just one porn. Like, girls only really need to make one porn when you think about it. If you see her getting dog-eat, you see her getting on top, you see her sucking dick, you see her swallowing, you can just keep watching that. If you want to watch a different one, you want a different dick. You're watching that new porn for the dick and for the way the guy fucks her. This is interesting.
I don't know about that, man.
Hey.
You repeat porns? You'll watch the same video over and over?
Oh, yeah. I got my girl.
You also got your guy, to be honest with you. You got your guy. You got your guy.
Yo, that's a good ass point. I watch porn for the guy. Hey, I'll admit it. I watch because I like the way the guy does it, but I like different girls.
Oh, wow. Wow,
son. Y'all just made me realize something about me. I watch porn for the guy. Here I am spending all this time looking for porns Because I'm searching for the wrong thing.
You got the wrong keywords.
I got the wrong keyword. I gotta look up the guy. I gotta find a guy I like. He's like a director. You find a director he likes, it don't matter who he casts in the
You
movie.
need the Spielberg dick.
Spielberg, Christopher Nolan. It don't matter. The movie is gonna be a classic.
This guy.
I gotta find my guys.
Oh man.
I think I'm back into porn.
Wait,
I was out for a while.
Oh, you was out?
Because he needed a new guy.
I was looking for the wrong thing, Al. These girls are replaceable. But the guy lasts forever. Yo, this is some
shit.
real shit.
Oh shit.
Akaash, you don't watch any porn.
Yeah.
But if you searched by the guy, maybe you would find it more attractive.
Maybe that's where I've gone wrong.
I think so.
Yeah.
When you search porn, do you search Indian back in the day? Would you watch Indian porn?
No, I wasn't as I would just search whatever I could find. I didn't even know if there was like
You
Indian
watching
porn.
white women porn.
Yeah,
This
I've
is
always
where,
said
this is where his
Yeah.
disdain comes from,
Ass
son.
motherfucker, son.
Yeah, I've always said if I watch porn, it would have to be white women because I could only watch them getting disrespected like that.
You see him
Like
capping?
watching an
You see him
Indian
cap? You see him put his cap on, bro?
watching-
Let me give you this cap so you can put
Word.
it. Psych, you can't have that
Watching
cap.
Indian porn would break my fucking heart.
Yeah,
D Lemon used to always tell me about that porn star.
I heard that before.
Oh shit. son.
Yeah, what about the dude, Indian dude? You could
No.
watch Indian dude.
Now, if that exists, I'll check that out.
Of course.
What do you
it
mean, if that exists? You act like there's 4 porns. There's an abundance of porn. There's all this porn.
Indian
So,
porn
you
back
can
in the
find
day,
Indian
bro.
porn.
You could not find Indian porn.
You
What are you
can find
talking about?
Indian porn with
There's
some
Indian porn all over the
heavies.
place. For real.
They be having some head.
I might have to do some Googles.
No, you can watch tons of fucking porns. I'm
Yeah.
braiding each other's nipple hairs and shit.
Some porn is like
I'll
Google. If
jerk
you
off
could
to
think
that.
about it, it's
I'll
out
jerk
there.
off to that.
Say what?
Porn is like social media. If you could think about it,
If
They
you can
got
find
it.
Yeah.
If you took a girl's nipple hair Indian girl and wore that shit like Jews wear the curls on the side of their face, and
Oh,
put your
you would
face
love
up to
that?
it, I'd be in.
That'd
yo.
be the one for
I'd
you?
Be in.
So we found
I'd
what
be in.
Akaash really likes.
I'd be in. I need that Indian on Indian porn.
So you've never seen Indian porn?
Nah.
This guy just watches white girls fuck. I knew he had it in him, bro.
wild, son.
I knew he had it in him.
Yeah, I
I'm
wasn't-
more, you know
I
what?
also-
Andrew's more Indian than you. Now I'm more Indian.
Yo,
than
You watch Indian girls
I've
fuck?
seen Indians fucking.
Hey, let's take it one step further.
Yeah.
If you really want to talk about who's more Indian than you,
Right.
Al,
Yep.
how many Indian girls you smashed in your day?
Ooh, I think my count is more than one. I'm just not gonna put myself out there, but
Yo,
it's more
Al,
than one.
Al might be more
Fuck's
Indian
more
than me.
Indian. Al likes Indian women more than you.
Might.
You only liked one enough to have sex with.
Wow.
Al liked more than one enough to have sex. Yo, you the least Indian on this podcast
Can I
right
say
now,
this?
son.
Can I say this? I've dry humped quite a few. So you bitches want that DH? You know what I mean? I'm not here. Yo,
That trial, that designated hitter.
I'm Jose Canseco out this motherfucker.
Yo, son.
I'm the DH.
How many you dry hump in your day? How many you really think?
Son, I don't know.
How many you think you got that dry humpity
Bruh.
thumpity?
Yo,
How many
too
dry
many to
humpity?
count on one hand, I think.
For real? You got 2 hands, though?
Yeah, he's not quite there. Not quite there. We ain't 2 hands. We ain't 2 hands.
He tried to front like it was a lot, but then he had to run
He's
it
not
back.
quite 2 hands. Yeah.
How many, though? How many? Like, could Jason Pierre-Paul count how many?
That's a good question. I'd have to do some thinking.
Could
It's
he?
about a JPP hand.
It's a
about a
JPP?
JPP. It's about a
This many?
JPP grip. Yeah, it's about
some
this
fractions up there, too? full,
No fractions.
full hand and some
No
fractions.
It's all holes, but I don't know
Actually,
how many.
there was no holes
That's true. That's true.
because it was humping.
It was friction. It wasn't fractions. It was frictions. It was frictions out this bitch.
Look, all I'm trying to say is Al likes Indian women more than you.
Yep.
I am more Indian by birth in
Yeah,
terms of
right.
ethnicity than
Okay,
you.
Yeah.
That is 100% fact. What value do you offer outside of your blatant misogyny and your humor and intellect? But what racial identity value do you offer this podcast if Al and I are more Indian than you?
Word.
Oh, that's a good point. That's a good point.
Son, lift your arm again. His underarm hair looks exactly like women's sideburns. He's Indian.
I'm more Indian than you.
He's Indian.
That's how I know you ain't dated no Indian girl. That don't look nothing like this.
Son, like the baby hairs, that is exactly it right there,
No,
son.
that's
That
not
should
it
be-
at all.
Yes, it is.
That shit mad thin. Her shit mad thick. You don't know.
I'm trying to give you some...
Were you insulting my armpit
She got
hairs?
that
No,
baby hair,
I was
son.
saying, pointing
No,
out...
this guy insulted my armpit
Yeah,
hairs. Saying I got
baby
thin
ass
armpit
armpit
hairs,
hairs.
bro.
You got thin hair,
Son.
son.
That's not
Yo,
thin
get some
armpit
peeps
hair.
for that armpit, yo. Put some finasteride on that motherfucker, please.
I'm not taking no more abuse from fake Indian. You know what I'm saying? All right, what else we got?
We got Nancy Pelosi just
Oh,
trying to
This
get...
bitch.
She just trying to get her hair done, man.
Nah,
Hey,
fuck that bitch.
All right, break down the story.
Okay, so the story is Nancy Pelosi goes to get her hair done.
Mm-hmm.
Next thing you know, there's a video that surfaces of her in this shop getting her hair done, and then she's taking criticism because she's not wearing a mask and she's breaking rules because hair salons aren't supposed to be open in the San Francisco
Her
area.
rules, her district.
Her fucking rules. Fuck this bitch,
She
yo.
claims that it's a setup because...
It was.
Yeah.
It was a setup.
She claims it's a setup because she said that she scheduled this one-on-one hair appointment with the establishment. And the hair establishment is saying, no, it's not a setup. We record everybody.
It's a setup. Apparently, they looked into it and they were like asking if it was going to be one-on-one, whatever. It doesn't matter. But you got set up doing something illegal.
You abused your power.
It's like this. It's like you're trying to sell drugs to me, and then I go, I'm an FBI agent. And you're like, man, you set me up. Yeah, that's what I do. I'm the FBI.
Man, you think she knows every single law in fucking San
She
Fran,
knows, yes,
son?
she's supposed to. She knows that one for damn sure.
She knows
You
the law
shut
not
down
to go into the
businesses.
shops.
That's like a priest knowing the Bible word for word. They can't recite that shit word for word. They still, when they...
Now, are you
You know
really-
the commandments.
Are you
when the
copping,
sermons-
please, for this fucking Madame Tussauds melted ass
Because I don't like that they
bitch?
set her up. She's just trying to get her hair did.
You
Son,
are abusing your power.
She set up all these other fuckers and made their businesses get destroyed with the corona rules.
I would set her up too if I'm a business owner, regardless
it.
of politics.
Yo,
fuck this bitch. If
imagine
I can't
this.
make a living and then you ask me to do your hair so
That's
I can
it.
make you a little measly $50 and I can't pay my rent.
that's insulting.
You foul ass bitch. Fuck you. Set that
So,
up.
I don't get no reprieve.
Okay.
I don't get
Keep going. Keep going.
I love it how it can be one over.
no, but think about it.
It's a great quality.
I don't get no reprieve whatsoever for my rent. I'm sure they're renting that establishment. Or if you own it for your mortgage, it's not like the banks are going, oh, it's okay. There's some tough times. The government not stepping in. They give you that little PPE shit and then that runs out. Okay. This bitch got the audacity to say, shut your business down. We don't know when it's going to open. And if it goes out of business, it goes out of business. And then you're like, but I need to stay open so I can be in business. I have family to feed. There are important things in my life I got to do. They go, tough luck. Sorry. Then this bitch need a blowout. She calls the place that she knows is supposed to be closed.
Yes.
She knows the rules. And she's like, yo, can you break the rules? So now this bitch is on the other line. The salon bitch is like, you asking me to break the motherfucking rules for you when you told me I couldn't break the rules for me? Fuck you then,
Break
bitch.
the rules for the
I'm setting
person-
your ass up.
For the person taking money out of my pocket, I gotta break the rules for you? Fuck you. This ain't mafia.
And you can't buy a blow dryer and get that shit done in your office, dumbass bitch.
So more information came out.
Go.
So the owner of the hair salon is the one who set her up, but the actual hair stylist, they've been doing one-on-one appointments throughout Corona. So they've been illegally operating this whole entire time.
Illegal.
So how you gonna
I gotta
put
make a
somebody
living.
on blast while
I
you've
gotta
been
make a living.
doing some
How
illegal
you
shit?
gonna do some shit that you made illegal?
Yo,
I had to break the rules to make a living.
The funniest part though,
Yeah.
they asked the hair salon, "Are y'all open?" And she said no. But meanwhile, she
still
puts
do.
out this video of her hair salon that was open.
Fully functional. That's the
Fucking
thing.
stupid.
That's the thing. Like, of course, people are going to try to make ends meet. I've been getting haircuts this entire time, right?
Yeah.
My motherfucker comes to me. All right. You got to do it. You have to find a way to make ends meet. I don't knock a business that's going to do that. I do knock a politician that is telling businesses to stay closed, would be 100% supportive in finding those businesses and having police close them down if they were open, except if they need a blowout. That is political hypocrisy at its finest.
Tell me if this is a bad parallel. To me, it's like if Trump is sneaking motherfuckers in from Mexico because he likes them. Like, you the one talking all this build a wall shit. You the one trying to pass this bill. You the one pushing this, and then you're breaking the rules you are trying to enforce and get enacted. That's how I feel about Pelosi.
Have you seen any of his casinos? Who you think's working in the kitchens and built that motherfucker?
Have you seen his wife?
Yeah, exactly.
That is
He's
what
the
Trump
king of
does.
sneaking these fucking
but that's the
foreigners in
thing.
here.
That is what Trump does, and he was called hypocritical for that, as he should.
And if we got proof of you doing it and we see a video you fucking lifting, you build a wall and then you getting motherfuckers around the wall, it's like, yo, what the fuck?
I hear
You stood on
No,
this.
yeah, won me over on this one. But I just felt
She just sucks.
I hate
But
this
I
bitch,
just think it
what
was
she
fucked up
did
to
was
set
kind of
her
lit.
up, though. Don't set her up.
I like the setup, but what she did was kind of lit. She didn't apologize for shit. She said that the salon owes her an apology, and she was set up. And she put it on them, and now we're not even criticizing this girl. We're not even criticizing Nancy Pelosi. We're debating over whether or not it should be criticized.
She is actually good at the Trump playbook.
She is very good at it.
Remember when she called him morbidly obese?
Yeah, that was good. That was strong.
That's a Trump move.
Yeah, that was strong. Nah, she's not to be played with. People say she's deep state. Like when people talk about the deep state,
Right,
whatever,
right.
it's like these politicians that have been involved in the Senate or Congress for like their entire careers, but they haven't really gone beyond that. What they are is part of this shadow government that makes sure that the current government is moving toward in the direction that, you know, the powers that be want to, I guess you will. I can't, say that this is accurate or not. All I can say is that she's been in government forever, and I don't fucking know about her outside of the Trump years. Did you know about her?
No.
I didn't know about her.
You've always heard of Nancy Pelosi.
I first started hearing about her when the Trump shit started popping
In
off.
the past few years, I feel like that's when I heard about it.
All right, what else we got?
We have Ellen forcing Mariah Carey to admit that she was pregnant, and then she had a
I don't know if
miscarriage
this is,
right
we can
after.
even, this might even be funny, but I might not even get anything good of this. Apparently when Mariah Carey was pregnant, Ellen like pressured her into saying it super early when she was on her show. So Mariah says it, doesn't really want to. Ellen puts the pressure on, is like, hey, here's alcohol. If you're not pregnant, take a drink. Let's toast to you not being pregnant. Mariah does, she's like, all right, I'm pregnant. Then she has to have a miscarriage. And then she has a miscarriage. And then she has to go public with the fact that she had a miscarriage when she didn't even want to tell nobody she was pregnant.
So this is just more Ellen, you ain't shit.
So she maybe it's really smart, passive aggressive shit, but she was like, I didn't really love that moment, is all I'm going to say. I don't want to drag her through the mud. I didn't really love that.
Well, then don't say it, dumbass.
It's like, it's
Like,
still,
if you're that bullied into admitting you're pregnant, like, shut up.
Yeah, but live on air.
yeah,
and
what can
shit.
you do on TV? Like, you just gonna say, nah, I don't drink?
Yeah, I don't drink. I don't want to drink.
Everybody knows Mariah Carey drink.
Hey, it's 1 p.m. I don't feel like drinking.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, you could also just not. Or you could, maybe she could just say, edit it out. Like, I don't want that shit on there.
Yeah.
I think it's funny right now is like, and I'm not defending Ellen, but
Sounds like you are.
now that we've been primed to think that Ellen is a bitch, and it is because of, what she's created. This is based on her behavior. But now that we're primed, literally everybody coming out of the woodwork for every shitty interaction they've ever had with Ellen. And if we went through the exact same thing, if someone was like, yo, Akaash is a real dick, every person that had a bad interaction with you is going to come out. And then all those interactions just compound and confirm the bias that everybody has. When in reality, you probably have 99 times more kind, thoughtful, generous interactions with the people than the mean ones that you do have.
Well, here's the one difference. You've even said this. From what you hear, it's 99% unfavorable interactions with
And
Ellen.
again, Ellen is a shitty example. I just want to point out.
I don't like the dogpiling.
Yes.
I think it does work for her.
Yes.
I think from what I understand, she's been pretty shitty through and through.
This is justified,
So the dogpiling is more justified.
But it is just interesting, the trend.
Kind of a weak move.
Yeah.
And we all fall victim to it. I enjoy it because I like seeing phonies exposed.
Exactly. This is, for us, it's not about dogpiling. It's seeing a phony exposed. So we're
Right.
just going to keep harping on that, just like Nancy Pelosi. It's like a phony that's exposed.
Yeah.
But it is interesting that it could happen to any of us. Like once you got to fight for your fucking reputation. And once that reputation, someone tries to tarnish it, you have to meet that with an onslaught. And I kind of respect that Trump does that. The second they say anything about Trump that's like negative, oh, the economy wasn't that good, it just 5 tweets about how amazing the economy was.
What Pelosi did. She met that shit with aggression.
That's it. You got it.
You got to fight for your space. Even though that was fraudulent as fuck.
Fight for your space. That's a great way of putting it.
And you got to fight sometimes for chicken.
What happened?
Son, you heard about this boneless chicken wing guy? Let me play this
Oh,
video.
this guy's a hero.
This is Akaash's hero, bro.
This guy's a hero.
This is Akaash's hero. It's kind of a long clip, right?
It is a long clip. You can play the first 30 seconds. I don't care about the point.
Here. My name is Andrew Christensen. I live at 1212 Twin Ridge Road.
It's crazy he's at
Lincoln has the opportunity to be a social leader in this country. We have been casually ignoring a problem that has gotten so out of control that our children are throwing around names and words without even understanding their true meaning and treating things as though they're normal. I go into nice family restaurants and I see people throwing this name around and pretending as though everything is just fine. I'm talking about boneless chicken wings.
You can stop right there.
I propose that we as a city remove the... Excuse me, I'm trying to...
Yeah.
That was the lip part.
I propose that we as a city remove...
Yo, pause it. Where are these events? Like, can we just...
I think you can.
Yeah.
We got to do this.
It's great, dude.
No, we got to do this. We got to find an absolutely absurd thing that we want to stand behind. And then we got to take the cameras with us and then go and petition.
I don't think we can take the cameras.
Well, it is videotaped.
Yeah.
I'll use a mic. I'll put a lapel thing on so we can grab that, but we'll have real good audio.
Yeah.
And then we just go and we defend it. Because there were those two like surfer kid dudes that did it. They were petitioned for, oh God, I forget what it is. I think they just got like a deal. They were like listed in like Variety's top 10 comics or something like that.
God.
But yeah, we should just go petition something that we want changed.
Yeah.
What do we want changed about New York? That's how you know New York is nice. We couldn't even think of something we want changed. What do we want changed? Now, again, it isn't
No, it's because
something
I'm thinking of real problems.
Yeah. Stop thinking of real problems.
Yeah.
Think of the absurd shit. What do we want changed? The absurd shit. It's tough, right?
New York.
That
is
boneless
the best.
chicken wings, bro. Maybe don't make it about New York. Make it just about something in life that you would like to change.
All right, but let's take let's take suggestions from the patrons too. I'm sure there's some funny ones out there that on par with.
So the best.
That was a really good way of getting out of thinking of something right now.
Yeah, but it was still good.
But it was good,
And the
yeah.
best suggestion, we'll take it to fucking
All right,
city
boom,
council
patrons,
or wherever you got to take it.
Patrons, best suggestion that y'all got. We'll talk about it on the major episode, and we're going straight to City Hall, bro, or Town Hall, or whatever the fuck it is.
I think this is about to become a movement, so we should get in early.
Yeah.
This is going to be the thing everybody's doing. This guy started a wave.
Yeah, we doing this. We doing this for sure. This is going to be great.
The setup was so good.
Oh, perfect. And when he told him to shut up, guys, I'm taking this serious.
Oh, man. This guy's the best, dude.
All right.
And I actually, when he started talking, I was like, yo, he right, yo. You can't just call him boneless wings. That's a nugget.
That is a nugget. And he called them wet nuggets. Wet nuggets is actually kind of dope.
Yeah.
All right, what else we got? Because I want to get to some Patreon questions, too.
Just a couple quick things. We got Carol Baskin's going to be on Dancing with the Stars.
Let me tell you something, bro.
This is mind-boggling to me.
Why?
Because she is having the same... She's having like the same... I don't know how to word this. I don't believe Mike Tyson raped anybody. But he was accused and convicted of rape. Mm-hmm. And he is probably the most successful convicted rapist in history.
Right.
Right? Mm-hmm. TV shows. He had a cartoon on Adult Swim. Like, how many convicted rapists get cartoons?
Right.
Right? Like, of all things, a cartoon?
Right.
Yeah.
Right? She's not convicted of killing her husband, but we know she killed that motherfucker.
She killed that motherfucker.
You killed that motherfucker. So, it's kind of like if OJ did Dancing with the Stars.
Yeah.
Like, he's innocent, but you would never put him in Dancing with the Stars because it's like, he's a murderer. Though he's innocent. This bitch is technically innocent, but we know she killed his ass.
Son, she, to me, proves white female privilege.
Go.
First of all, she's a millionaire. How? She married one. What did she do? Did she network and go to fucking Ivy League schools? No, she's literally walking, and then a millionaire is like, I'm gonna marry this bitch. That's like, what a fucking level of privilege that is.
I mean, you know what she was doing, right?
Hooking?
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck? Hooker to a mill. That's it. Pretty Woman's not supposed to be real, and she wasn't even pretty.
That bitch got
That's
pretty.
just a woman.
Yeah.
Then her husband starts buying exotic cats, fucking keeping them captive. You realize there's more money in activism. You start being an activist for these cats.
Yeah.
The only reason you do it is you were in some ill shit before. No punishment there. Then you start making stupid ass Facebook videos. Hello, cats and kittens. We all put Facebook content up. This bitch is making $30,000 a month off her stupid ass vlog. Just the most charm life ever.
Sound like
Kills
a
her
little hate
husband.
right there. That's sound like a little
I'm
hate.
angry, bro. I'm livid about
He's
this
not getting the
bitch.
views he wants in them vlogs. He got, yo, go to Akaash's Facebook, y'all.
I appreciate the
Hey
plug.
there, cats and kittens. Go to Akash's Facebook
I
and watch
appreciate
some
the
of his
plug.
clips and posts. Yeah.
Appreciate the plug. Kills her husband. Gets away with it. Then, not only does we watch this documentary where 100 million people see this bitch killed her husband, there's an investigation. Not only does she get away with that, she gets the fucking zoo of the guy that they locked up before. The bitch just wins constantly.
Hey.
Changes a will, gets away with it. Cuts the original wife out of it, gets away with it. The bitch just constantly wins. Why female privilege is the truest example. Is
You
Carol
think she's
Baskin.
winning Dancing with the Stars?
Well, yeah, she winning in her own way. She won't win the competition because the bitch probably got no rhythm. Nobody who got that many cat ornaments could dance.
Oh yeah, that's true.
There's zero chance she could dance.
Yo, she might win that shit, bruh.
She ain't gonna win.
She wins.
She's gonna
dude.
win
This
in her
chick
way.
Wins.
She's gonna win in her way.
We got to talk to Doc Ansel about it and see what's
Her
up.
outfit's
he
gonna
livid,
be
yo.
Lit, though.
He
Say
livid.
what? Oh,
yo.
the outfit's
are
gonna be fire.
lit.
Outfit's
Oh,
gonna
boy.
be fire.
She
Oh,
might
cat.
win just based off the fit.
And you know there's going to be a point in one of the dances where they choreograph her like on her hands and knees, like walking like a cat.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
that-
how she's gonna walk in. I don't even think she does just 2
Nah,
feet
she gonna
anymore,
walk in with
so.
her fucking husband on a leash.
Yeah, that fucking cuck. What a pathetic dude that guy is.
Son, she got
must
that
have the
guy as a
fire
She
pussy,
got
bro.
that cuck ass husband, and he's a lawyer to get her out of legal trouble and win all these lawsuits.
yeah.
The bitch wins in every way, in every shape, in every
She
form.
got good pussy, bro. Real talk. I'm not saying that as like some pun for cats. Like that girl literally got the
has to.
fire pussy. Yeah,
Has to.
100% undeniable fire pussy.
Has
Because
to be.
the dude that she got married to, who was the millionaire,
He's a beast.
was a beast. He was fucking all these up, but he stuck it around. Stuck around.
Son, watch
Did
this.
they have kids at all?
Him and Carol, I think they had one.
I'm not sure.
I don't know if they had kids.
He might have had one from a previous
He
marriage.
had
She got
kids
a
from
daughter.
previous.
No, she's got a daughter.
She does?
Yeah.
Certain.
Yeah. I don't know how she was kept out of that documentary, but she does.
All right, one more out, and then we're going to get to some Patreon questions.
Can we talk about how lame David Blaine is?
That shit was so whack, dog.
Son, like, he goes from doing magic tricks, fucking surviving underwater for 3 days, to just holding a bunch of balloons.
Yeah, he ain't even holding them. He's attached to them.
He ain't doing shit.
Yeah.
Bruh, I thought he was holding them and floating. It was gonna be kind of fucking crazy. He got a shoulder harness. He
Yeah.
didn't gotta hold nothing.
This is like probably the dumbest trick, and it didn't even go over water, so it's like not many stakes. Actually, probably more stakes.
He was 5 miles in the air. If he fell, it's a fucking rat.
It's a rat. Oh.
No, he had a parachute. That's how he got down.
He had a parachute.
I mean, what the fuck is this, yo?
I think he detaches himself from the balloons and then falls down and then.
Oh, that's even worse.
Yeah, I
thought
don't
he was gonna
underst-
like pop each one slowly.
So I thought he was. I legit was like, I thought he was holding on to the shit like a fucking cartoon. Like he just starts floating
Yeah,
up.
like the movie.
Like up.
I really thought he
Yeah.
was just gonna pop one. He slowly goes down, pop another.
That would have been way more fire because now he got to calculate it. Now he
Yeah.
got to time it. But the fact that he could just jump off whenever he wants and then just parachute down.
Oh, that was corny.
Yeah, I don't understand this. I understand like what David Blaine tries to do, right? He tries to do things that are beyond human comprehension so that you view him as magical,
Yeah.
right? In the same way that like, you know, the way Reggie Miller played in Crunch Time or Jordan played in Crunch Time, right? You're just like, this guy is different than us. He is not human. The things he can do is far greater than human capacity. So he's like, I'm going to hold my breath longer than anybody can hold their breath. So we're like, is that magic? What's going on? That's the closest thing you can get to real magic is doing things most humans can't. Right?
yeah,
I get where he's going.
yeah,
He's running out of shit to do.
Yep.
yeah.
Holding your breath for 5 minutes is something that you could train yourself to do. They're like deep sea divers that can hold their breath for extended periods of time. So I understand like the training that gets you there. To the average person, we're like, son, holding my breath for a minute is hard. 5 minutes, this guy's a magician. get it completely.
And I can respect that.
Yes.
Even if you did training, I don't see it as magical, but I still respect it. You throw up a fucking frog you drink. It's weird, but you can train yourself to do that. Kudos to you for training yourself.
Absolutely no. And also throwing up the frog and like the carrying the water shit.
Yeah.
Basically what it was is, you know how he like spits up a lot of water?
Yeah.
He learned that from this like African tribe. There's this kid in this African tribe the tribe was far away from water. So what he would do is go to the watering hole, drink hella water, and then walk back, and then regurgitate the water. But he would hold it in a part of his stomach that didn't get caught up with bile and all that other stuff. So
incredible.
it was just like a function of necessity.
Yeah. It's incredible, though.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
If you can do all the amazing shit human beings can do, you're amazing. That's kind of magical in and of itself.
But just flow with some balloons ain't no amazing shit.
Like that, with the fucking harness and parachute.
Man, come on.
Like, I think his love for magic, it's probably not there anymore. Like, now he just gets off of seeing how much I can push my body and things like that. And now pushing his body for so many years probably has caught up to him.
Ooh.
Where he probably has to do shit like this now. Because that shit has to take a toll on you. Fucking holding your breath for fucking 5 days, all the shit that he does, like he was in like ice or whatever the fuck he was in. Yeah. That shit gotta take a toll on you.
Yeah, that's interesting. I wonder if the training catches up to you. If the training is so severe, you know, like he was doing that thing where he sticks an ice pick in his hand.
Yeah.
Like sometimes you fuck up.
Yeah.
I think he was saying one time he fucked up, he like hit a nerve and he couldn't feel his hand for 2 weeks or something like that. Like sometimes you fuck that will take a toll on you. Maybe that's it. So maybe he's got to do these like antics that aren't exactly in the same vein as the other stuff which he did before, which is like pushing the human experience.
I don't want to see 43-year-old Vince Carter just playing a play. I don't want to see 50-year-old David Blaine floating on fucking balloons with his shoulders harnessed in. Hang him up. It's over.
Really?
Don't hold on too long. It's over.
That's hard. That's like, don't do comedy anymore when you get old.
I didn't do a thing that required physicality because I knew my body sucked. If I'm doing where my mind starts going, I'm doing comedy. Yeah, man, hang it up. That's what I need for comedy. I need my brain.
That's a good point.
If my brain starts going, I shouldn't be doing comedy anymore.
So what he should do is try to find ways to push the limits of the human experience with his brain. Not necessarily push the limits of the human experience through physical actions.
I'd be into that if that's his skill.
Or just think of some dope ass new tricks, or like do the tricks, you know, like you used to do in the street. That was so dope. Just seeing people react to him. It was so much fun.
I think it's just now with the internet days, like anybody can learn to do those shit.
Yeah.
That is true. The internet might have killed magic, bro. Prior to the internet, in order to learn how a magic trick was done, you had to go to like a magic conference where they would literally trade tricks with each other, and you could like buy tricks, you could rent tricks, and the tricks would be like, okay, you could do that, but you can't do that on TV. You could do that, but you can't do it in the casino circuit because I do it on the casino circuit.
Yeah.
It was a trick trade. It's kind of really cool. Like you develop something, but you can monetize it on the side by letting these people do it in non-competing areas. But now the internet, YouTube videos, every young magician that learns a trick and wants to get some views on YouTube can teach you how every fucking trick is done.
Yep.
Also, there's a lot more videos of black people having crazy reactions to anything. So half the fun of the David Blaine trick is gone.
Son, I didn't even know that Aziz Ansari did a joke about that. But like, where he's like, black people react to, I'm saying that because I don't want people to go, oh, he's doing Aziz.
Okay. Got you.
So, but I said it on Brilliant Idiots once, and I was like, how black people react to fucking magic is the most entertaining thing in the world.
Yeah.
And apparently Aziz did done a bit about it. I didn't know either. But it is so true. It is unbelievable, black people's reaction to magic. It is so satisfying. White people are always like, oh, is the card around your back? Well, yeah, I think you might have slipped it in your sleeve. Black people just go, oh, shit!
That's the best,
and run down the block like the magic is going to get them.
That's the best, yeah.
It's the best.
Yeah, I used to react that way, watching his shit.
Of course.
Yeah.
And
it's incredible.
people that watch like started the David Blaine stuff is so funny because like the average person that watches like, yo, why is he always doing it in the hood? Because they react.
Yeah.
You're not doing the Upper East Side because they're like, oh, it's adorable.
Yeah, you go to the fun rooms if you're a comic. You go to the
That's-
fun street. Yo, and he did it in the Cowboys locker room, and I remember I'm growing up in Dallas.
Yep.
These are the fucking
The
this is the team.
levitate shit.
And watching my favorite athletes reacted like this made him even better. It's like, yo, this is the guys I worship, idolizing this dude.
It is impressive what magic is an interesting thing because At its lowest level, it's the nerdiest thing, like the dorkiest thing, like you're a loser.
Yeah.
At the highest level, the people that you respect the most are wowed by magic.
It's supernatural.
So it's a super fascinating relationship as a human being and with the people you look up to. Because David Blaine is looked at as supernatural by our heroes.
By people we look at as supernatural.
But people that we look at as supernatural, which, like you just said, puts him a little bit on a pedestal in our eyes. Because if we're seeing the people that we love him and be wowed by him, we're like, oh, he must be that special.
Right.
When he started doing magic, people are like, that fucking nerd, what is he? Is he Arab? What is this fucking guy? He's weird look. You know, you have no clue who he is.
Yeah.
What an experience. How do they not have a chip on their shoulder?
Yeah.
To go from, yo, you're the biggest nerd, you're doing magic, what a fucking dork, to all the people that called you nerd and dork are
I
like,
bet they
yo,
just
do
fuck
another trick.
Everyone.
Son.
I bet magicians be fucking.
When I was young, this is the stupidest thing to say, but I honestly believed he was an angel. Like, I thought he had, like, special powers.
No, I think black people believe that shit.
Like, I really did. Like,
Why do you think black people believe in magic so much? Or they're not as skeptical of magic? Because black people are skeptical of everything. The government does some shit, they're like, nah. And then you bring a rabbit out of a hat, they're like, nah, that motherfucker's magic. You know what I'm saying?
well, I mean, we're a faith-based people, so it's like we kind of already are susceptible to the supernatural.
That's interesting.
type
The
of
government you don't trust because it's been
they
fucking
fucked
you up
them,
for years. But you do believe in a type of magic, which is religious magic.
Yeah.
So
Jesus turned water into wine.
Boom.
That's magical.
thing. Yeah.
That's the God.
interesting. So maybe the trick is not just do it in front of black people, do it in front of believers.
Oh yeah.
White believers.
I wonder if white believers would freak out.
They might, bro.
So, I'm surprised a magician hasn't started its own church yet.
It's called church.
Nah, but an actual
Same
no,
name
but
as
doing
Jesus?
no, but doing magic tricks for their congregation. Be like, yo, I'm Jesus sent back,
Oh, that's hilarious.
and then like just turn water into wine and be like, look.
That's hilarious. I'm sure they tried. They definitely have tried. All right, let's do some Patreon questions.
All right, Bobby Broadway brought up something that we haven't talked about yet, which is basketball. He said, at this point, has anyone benefited more from the NBA shutting down due to COVID than CP3? Dude looks fresh carrying OKC to a Game 7.
I mean, I think what happened last night, and I did not watch the whole game, but is a perfect example of like what CP3 is or who CP3 is. This season is a perfect example of who CP3 is. He is at his best when he's the best person on his team, but he is not good enough to be the best person on his team. And he doesn't know how to be on a team and be as effective with people who are better than him. So OKC, CP3 carries OKC on his back to a Game 7 against a very good Houston team.
Yeah.
He can't beat them. It's close. He just can't. He's just not good enough to get there. That being said, if CP3 was on that team with Harden, is it as good?
I think it's a step up from Russell Westbrook. The other thing I would say is
But they were on the team together.
2 years ago, if he doesn't get hurt at the end of Game 5, they got him for Game 6 and 7. I think they beat the Warriors.
Maybe. I mean, CP3 is so good, but he's one of those guys that like he's always chosen money over team
And
that
I
he
knock
plays
him for that.
I don't knock him for it either. Get your money. It's great. That being said, he needs his. I mean, people said this about Giannis. I think it was Richard Jefferson said Giannis is like Pippen. He needs his Jordan. CP3 needs his Jordan. CP3 is not the number one on a team. He needs a number two.
But he does. His personality is not Jordan. His personality doesn't bow down.
Do you know what might be the perfect matchup?
Lakers?
I mean, this is not even a matchup, but like the perfect person
Pairing?
for him
Yeah.
is, and this is the perfect person for any player because he's just one of the best players in the league.
Kawhi.
Kawhi or KD. I would even say KD.
KD.
Him and
would be
KD would clash too much.
No, they're going to clash, but the style of player that is KD, right? This like off the ball scorer and on the ball scorer. He can spot up. He can run pick and roll. I mean, you don't even have to run KD through pick and roll, but she's big enough where you can run pick and roll and then pick and roll and create these like great matchup inconsistencies. Like, I just think that Chris Paul would love that. Because right now, Chris Paul is, I'm going to do all the work. I'm going to get these guys easy shots. Hopefully they can knock down shots. With KD or something like that, it's, I'm going to do all the work. I'm going to get them an open shot. But if they're not open, KD's good enough to get his own fucking shot.
I think CP3's main problem is his physicality. He's just not. Like, you met Gerald. He's 5'9". He interviewed Chris Paul, and he was like, I think I'm taller than him. He's not 6 feet. He always gets hurt. This was his, if he was on the Rockets this year, I think his body would have held up because he had a 2-month break, to what Bobby was saying.
Interesting.
2 years ago, if they had a 2-month break and they're playing up on the Warriors 3-2, I think they win that fucking series, dog. I saw game 6 and I saw a lot of game 7 and he was playing and they all fell apart at the end. But I'll also say this, dog, James Harden, who I've always shit on for his defense, they're playing defense this year, though. The Rockets are playing D. James Harden won the game on a block and he had like 13 points.
I will say this, though. Harden a coward, yo.
Why?
I do kind of agree.
He a coward, yo.
Why?
He afraid of the moment. I picked it up a little bit during the All-Star game. Remember during the All-Star game?
You pointed this out. I remember.
What happened during the All-Star game?
The All-Star game was, I don't remember the format, but it was incredibly competitive. However they set it up, it got really fucking competitive.
It was something about like...
winner of the first half, winner of the second half type of thing?
I think it was something like it was first to a certain amount of points.
Yes.
Right?
First to a certain amount of points.
Oh.
And
somehow that made it so much more competitive, like when we play pickup ball first to 11 or whatever.
Right. Yeah.
And it got like the alphas were coming out and James Harden was passing off. He wasn't taking shots.
Yeah.
And Andrew pointed it out.
He don't want the moment, bro. What CP3 said about him is accurate. CP3 is like, some people aren't built for this like fourth quarter.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Russell Westbrook is built for it mentally. He's just not good enough.
His basketball IQ isn't built for it.
Yeah.
He's going to make the sloppy play a lot. Chris Paul physically isn't built for it, but mentally his game is ready for it.
Chris Paul, mentally, his basketball IQ, people talk about LeBron's basketball IQ, and he's got a very high basketball IQ. Don't get me wrong. Chris Paul could have the highest basketball IQ in the history of the game.
Yeah.
The guy, the fact that he's faking to tie a sneaker to stall so that the replay could come up so they could see if they wanted to challenge it.
Yeah.
Like, at the end of the game where you're fucking down 2, like there's so many things going on, and he's operating on such a different level mentally that he has all these things happening. It's amazing.
Yeah.
He's unbelievable. But like you said, the body will not hold up. And even if it does hold up, I don't think that he's good enough to be the number 1 guy on the team.
No. He should honestly be the number 3 in the regular season, and then you bump him up to number 2 and number 1 in the postseason.
I'm cool with that. Like someone who averages 14 points a game during the regular season.
14 minutes a game. Keep him fresh. Keep the minutes low.
Okay, sure. I think you need to play a guy like that more. But I hear what you're saying. Basically, like, don't wear him down, and he doesn't need to be your biggest scoring option. He just gets everybody involved, and then come playoff time, the real alphas show themselves.
Yeah.
He's a fucking alpha.
Yeah.
Yo, he is
But what's his face? James Harden's scared. Harden is scared of the moment. That's why whenever game 7s happen, whenever like playoff stuff gets tight, what did he shoot? 1 for 9 from 3-pointers last night, 4 for 15 from the field. He had 17 points. That's your closeout game, bro. Granted, you got the block at the end of the game. If he doesn't get that block, we are going, James Harden chokes in the playoffs.
But that's why I give him credit, because when your shot's not falling to me, like I watched game 7 Jazz Nuggets, Donovan Mitchell's shot wasn't falling.
But he went for it.
But he went for it, and he was like, this sounds stupid maybe, but if you're the leader, he's like emotionally like amping everybody up. Rudy Gobert has an and one. He's fucking shoving. Like you're picking up on his energy. He's playing his ass off on defense, locking up Jamal Murray. That's the shit you got to do if your shot's not falling. I don't think James Harden a year ago would have done that. Today, he's like, all right, my shot's not falling. Maybe he's shrinking from the moment offensively, but defensively, he's locked the fuck in.
And that is something that doesn't, that's not streaky.
Yes, effort should not be streaky.
Effort doesn't have to be.
Yeah.
Yes, well said. And that's why these defensive players are such a value, because they don't have off nights.
Yeah.
A guy who's just going to play D is going to play D as well as his body will allow. If he's injured, maybe he doesn't play it. But a guy who's healthy is going to lock.
That's why I think defense wins championships. Offense, you have an off night because of good defense. It gets in your head.
Also,
now you're more off.
Playoffs, that butthole gets real fucking
Assholes
tight.
get tighter.
Real fucking tight. All of a sudden, them shots that kind of went down during the regular season, now you're thinking twice about taking them.
Yep.
That little step to the side shit James Harden does all the time is game 6 of the finals. You think he's taking that step to the side when they're down by 2?
He's thinking a little bit.
Ooh, one little thought about that, forget it. That's all it takes. Yeah, it's interesting. We'll see what happens. I think that they get consumed by the Lakers. I think the Lakers gobble them up and spit them out.
I tend to agree.
I think it's going to be easy. I think Russell Westbrook is going to be loud. He's going to be in people's faces. He's going to be talking shit to LeBron. I think it's going to be the most fun series because Russell wants it.
Yeah.
But I don't think they have what it takes.
Do you think the Bucks are going to lose to the Heat?
Yeah.
My boy Donish said first round, I think the Heat are going to the conference finals. And I thought he had a point, but the Bucks just look helpless.
The Bucks, okay, Giannis, and I think we said this before, Giannis is not good enough yet for the playoffs.
Because he doesn't have a three-pointer.
He can't shoot.
Yeah.
He cannot shoot. And in the playoffs, all you do is sag.
Yeah.
During the regular season, all right, maybe you don't. But in the playoffs, you have time to scheme for a player. During the regular season, you're playing a different team every single night. You can't develop like super sophisticated defensive positioning to like stop a player. But you can dedicate that when you know you're going to have at least 4 games, possibly 7. They've schemed out how to defend when he's in the game. And they're doing it well. They're like, you're going to beat us from the 3-point line. And you're not going to do it because you can't shoot threes. Giannis got to do whatever he can to develop some sort of jumper.
He is Defensive Player of the Year, though, and I don't know if he guarded Jimmy Butler last game. Butler didn't have a good game, and they still lost, which is disconcerting. But, like, if you can find the head of the snake and just put Giannis on that guy and see if that works, then that might do. Because, you can win on defense.
Unfortunately, they rely on him for scoring. They need him to score, and they've created the team around it because it's so easy for him to score during the regular season. But come playoffs, scoring gets harder for everybody. Everybody's playing playoffs D.
If they lose this round, unless they win the finals next year, I think he's gone.
Oh, I think he's gone. I think he's gone no matter what. I think he's gone no matter what. But I think that they need another piece, and the reality is no other piece is going to Milwaukee, and they're not going to draft another piece. If they had, if any, and again, I hate these if-theys because, of course, if any team had a great player, they'd be great. If they had Luka, or if he went to Dallas.
That's the thing. So apparently, I read this in a Zach Lowe article a while ago. Their execs are already kind of scared of this. Mavs got cap room, like $60 million the year Giannis comes off the books. So I don't know what they do this year. They could fuck themselves, but I would love if they got like a Drew Holiday. He just makes a lot of money. He'd be perfect for the Mavericks. But if you can get him, a guy like him, and
Drew
get a Giannis,
retire?
No, he's still. You'd have to make a trade.
I thought Drew retired.
Pelicans. Nah, Drew Holiday's still playing. Drew Holiday, Pelicans point guard.
Yeah.
Nah, he's
I
still
thought
playing.
He retired.
Nah, he's still playing.
Maybe Nick Collison is what I'm thinking about.
Maybe.
Okay.
But I think he'd be great. But if not, Giannis could come over.
Son, Giannis, you don't even need Kristaps because I think his knees are going to be a problem.
Yes.
But if you have Giannis and you have an inside-out game between Giannis and Luka,
it's a wrap.
Who you going to put on Luka? Because you need someone on Giannis.
If you get Giannis manned up, it's a problem.
Son, and they would play off of each other great because now you take some of that offensive shooting load off of Giannis.
Yes. And the pressure to create, that's all on Luka. Sometimes you just give Giannis the ball, get in the lane, it's over.
The tricky thing about the Bucks is they've created the team around Giannis's ability to not shoot. His ability to not shoot. His inability to shoot. Right. And it still isn't working. And that's where it's dangerous. They have the Lopez brother splashing threes.
Yeah.
Their true center is wet. So now you really only have one player on the team, maybe 2 players on the team at most that can't hit threes. Usually that's enough.
Yeah.
The problem with a 4 that can't shoot threes is usually your 5 can't. So now you're fucked. But your 5 can. They should be okay. And it's still not enough.
And that's probably why he's leaving. But you know who else is kind of a scary option? We'll wrap this up soon. Miami. They got cap space for Jimmy Butler and one more, I think, next year. And they got all those young pieces. Mm-hmm. I don't know why I hate them, but I do. Maybe I'm still salty about 2006 when they beat the Mavs. But
yo, I love Miami. No fear. Let's go.
Yeah, bro. Elian Garcia, will Chadwick Boseman's death affect the Marvel Cinematic Universe? I think the obvious answer is yes. But here's a question that I thought of off of that. You keep going with Black Panther, right? You just get a new Black Panther.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard an interesting idea.
What's up?
Use the like time stone or whatever to like go back in time and then make Killmonger be good.
Save his dad.
Yeah, and then like Killmonger becomes the new Black Panther.
Oh, because he would be next in line if
Something like that.
something like that. All right.
If you're Michael B. Jordan, there's a TMZ thing I saw. I'll be on that shit. He's like really affected by Chadwick Boseman's death. That could be Hollywood bullshit. But if you are like, if that's your friend, are you like, yeah, I got to suck it up and be the new Black Panther?
Yes.
Yeah. I think you take it and try to honor him with the role. You try your best.
Yeah,
to
and
do
you would
well.
probably say to yourself, that's what he would want.
And let's be honest, nobody's talking about it now because the guy passed, but people were not blown away by him as Black Panther. I thought he was the worst part of the movie. I thought he was the worst character in the movie. Yeah. I'm not saying he was bad, but people weren't like, oh my God, this is the most amazing thing in the world. People love Killmonger.
Yeah.
They thought Killmonger was so fucking cool.
Engaging.
He's the one that made the memes. He's the one that they tried to create some sort of romance with the girl. What was the girl's name? She's
the bald bitch.
Yeah, no, not the bald bitch. The other one, cute girl, Weinstein tried her.
Oh, fuck. 12 Years a Slave Girl.
Was she in that movie?
Oh,
What?
No, I just can't remember her name. But it's like some African name, right?
Wasn't she in Get Out too? Or not Get Out.
Yeah,
she was in the other one.
Get Out too.
well,
How can we not remember her fucking name, yo?
Upside Down. What's the In and Out? What's the name of the movie? In and Out. The downtown.
I think it's Up is what you're thinking of. Up.
No.
Inside Out. Inside Out. Inside Out.
No, what is it? Downstairs. What's the name of that movie, bro?
Yo, look it up,
Upside Down? I don't know. How do you look up a name of a movie you don't know what to... Oh, okay. 12 Years a Slave.
Come on, yo. This guy. I don't know nothing about black people.
Yo, asking about Indians, though. Nah, what the fuck is the name of that movie, bro? The other...
Lupita
Nyong'o.
Yeah, Lupita Nyong'o.
Yes.
And so people were like, yo, Lupita Nyong'o, Killmonger, got to get together.
Oh, that was in real life. They wanted that to happen.
Exactly, because they love Usually after a movie, you go, I wish the lead and the leading male and female would be in a relationship. Not the bad guy and the leading female.
You know what's interesting? That last thing where Killmonger's like, bury me at sea, like the as much.
I thought that shit was mad insulting, B.
That
line, I thought it was super insulting.
Why is that?
It's like, so all the black people that just came to America in chains are like soft or whatever? Like they didn't fight back hard enough?
Nah, he's saying they would rather kill themselves than be enslaved.
Yeah.
Exactly. So all the people that came over here and didn't kill themselves are what? Soft? They're pathetic?
No, I don't think so.
I wouldn't take it like that.
That's how I interpret. I remember watching like, yo, that's a little foul, bro.
Well, this is a weird time to bring that up then, but apparently that was kind of spurred on by Chadwick Boseman being like, apparently the director, Coogler, wanted to have him, he wanted him to say like, bury me in Wakanda. And Chadwick Boseman was like, I don't think he would want that. Like, this isn't the character who would want that. They should be more true to the character. What would the character say? And that's how they came up with bury me as, like my ancestors who would refuse to be enslaved.
I get the sentiment, don't get me wrong, but I just feel like it kind of casts some sort of judgment on the people that did not do that.
See, I didn't see it that way.
But all right, it's better you didn't see it. How did you see it?
I didn't see it that way either.
All right, fair enough. Let's do another one.
Kenneth Wynn. Can you guys talk about your boy Amin on ESPN looking like a hobo on national TV?
Amin looks so horrible on TV.
Why don't he give a fuck, yo?
Yo, he's never given a fuck about the way he looks or dresses. Like, he'll wear
But he has.
Say what?
He cared about his hair when he was on here.
No, that's true.
He was really
But that was hair loss, to be fair.
that.
Yo, he's the only person that has done a before and after pic, and then people comment on the before, and they go, yo, finally, you got it back. Like, I commented on the before, and I was like, yo, thank God you got a haircut. And he was like, who puts the after picture first? That was a long time ago. This is what I look now. Yeah, I said he looks like... what did I say? He looks like a Cornell
East?
Yeah, Cornell East or some shit like that.
Funny.
I mean, he looks crazy. He's gonna come on a pod in a few weeks.
Hell yeah,
And
yo.
we're gonna fucking destroy him. Yo, Patreon, get ready for the roast of Amin.
Send us your
El
best
Hassan.
roast, yo.
Yes. We'll read the best, patrons. Message us your best Amin roast, and then we'll read them next to the picture.
You
This
gotta
would be great.
crowdsource more, yo.
Oh, yeah,
Trust
I know.
the patrons sometimes.
All right, next.
Okay.
Hey, one more and then we got here?
Yeah, sure. Josh, I hadn't heard about this, but this would be foul as fuck. Colleges are paying female students to promote merch on IG, but not paying athletes.
College?
If you don't care about that, he also had another interesting one, which is Spotify is apparently purposefully leaving certain Rogan episodes off their platform.
Yeah, that's an interesting discussion. So I was talking to Charlamagne about that the other night. So I think Rogan said that he's going to keep his 100 favorite episodes up on YouTube.
Oh.
So maybe some of those episodes aren't also on Spotify. Also, I heard they haven't finished uploading all the episodes potentially. This is like a lot of data to upload.
Yeah, fuck.
I mean, he's like,
it takes us an hour and a half to do one episode. This guy's got, what, thousands now?
Yeah. 15,000 episodes?
15,000?
No, 1,500 episodes, something crazy like that. So, but also, this is a corporation, and they might not want to put Alex Jones's episode up there. What I see this more as is people looking for smoke where there is no fire.
Yeah.
So they're like, how can I criticize Joe for being part of this corporate, this corporation? And what I'll do is say they're censoring him.
Oh, shit.
Son, that was really terrifying, bro. That wasn't even funny. That was terrifying, bro. Why would you do that?
I got shot.
I don't think you can't get it, bro.
Bro, why would you do that, bro?
I feel your pain, brother.
Yeah, brother. Brother? Yo, that was horrifying right there, bro. You went for my eyes and shit. Anyway, so yeah, people are trying to be like, oh, look, the corporations are censoring, blah, 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 which is what they do. You also take a deal. There's going to be some sort of censorship involved. 100%. So yeah, this is part of it.
Get your finger off the trigger too, son.
Yeah, you can't trust these Indians with weapons, bro. Go back to not eating or something, man. We'll get you back. Oh, damn it.
How many you use, yo? You know he's empty right now. We can fuck him up.
Oh, we could.
We can fuck him up.
Yeah. We're done with the podcast.
Yeah, let's take us out, Drew. Take us out now.
Listen, point is, this has been a great episode, and
yo, doesn't it feel good to pull a gun on somebody?
Yo, we're not gonna ever criticize Joe Rogan or any of his decisions on here. We love y'all. Laugh. We appreciate y'all, and we'll see you Tuesday. All right. Oh, and also one more thing. I just want to make sure that everybody.